Talk Shit Radio is a Kennedy Studios Productions. The opinions stated by various contributors to Talk Shit Radio and its radio programs are not to be considered as or endorsed by Kennedy Studios Incorporated. Visitors are urged to use their own discretion to draw their own conclusions. All information, products, services, and use of this website is for entertainment purposes only and personal use only. Talk Shit Radio Network does not confirm nor deny the validity or accuracy of the information contained within the website or broadcast. Any services or products provided by Talk Shit Radio Network and its host contributors should be used solely for entertainment purposes only.
Hey, this is Lewis, and you're listening to Talk Shit Radio.
Welcome to Talk Shit Radio. I'm Yvonne.
Hey, what's up? This is Tim. This is Talk Shit Radio.
I have been out on the streets every day except for yesterday.
Okay.
What the media...
Leave the gun. Technique only. So...
Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Talk Shit Radio. John, welcome to the chat, sir. Welcome to the show. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
You know what today is, right, Tim?
Today's Wednesday?
Hump day!
It is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. It's actually hump day. You believe that shit?
It's not like the commercial. It's not even Wednesday.
It's not even Wednesday yet.
Wednesday. Stupid
Yo,
people.
I love that commercial. That is hilarious,
Yeah,
I gotta
that's a
say.
commercial.
Listen, man, I'm apologize everyone about the replay yesterday. I know Johnny was disappointed. He came on, he texted me replay ? Then that was it. Gone. Didn't see him, didn't hear him. He was gone.
He's like, no, I'm not going to listen to this. Tim's on. I'm not listening to this shit.
He says, I heard this shit already. I don't want to hear it again. He's not one for reruns.
No, yeah, well, same with Old Wise Man. I haven't seen him.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to him.
Hope everything's all right.
Yeah, he's still kicking. I see him posting all the time and everything, so he's all right.
He's still alive. That's all right.
I'll tell you about that later. Yeah. There's a story behind that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, how I actually met him and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's a Facebook friend. He's one of my actual Facebook friends. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You have Facebook people.
Is his name really Old Wise Man?
No. I know his real name and everything.
You're not going to disclose that, though.
No, I mean, I have on the air, but I was talking serious with him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, everybody, welcome to the show. We've got some good news, we've got some bad news, and we've got some straight-up news. So, welcome to Talk Shit Radio, everyone. It's Tim and I sitting in the studio this morning.
And it'll just be me and him.
And it'll just be me and him, goddammit. We lost Yvonne, unfortunately, due to for personal reasons. She needed to take a little bit of a leave of absence, which, you know what, everybody's got them. You know, they're called, what's a good word for it?
Prior commitments,
baggage. You know what I'm saying? Baggage. Everybody's dragging
so many
baggage,
ways, yes.
And yeah, you gotta keep it light sometimes. Sometimes you gotta unpack it and repack it, and you know what I'm saying. So she's got to do some repacking and packing. Just put it to you that way. You know, some rebooting. Let's put it to that. You know, let's say it like
let's
that.
Let's just say it. Leave it at that.
Yeah. So she's not going to be with us for a little while. Hopefully. Like you suggested this morning, Tim, I can get her to continue to work on the bounty hunt for us. Otherwise, I got a lot of damn work to do.
No, we got to reshoot
the whole thing. Yeah.
And then I'm going to be like,
this jackass over here.
Teleprompter too fast.
Right? And then you got this douchebag. I don't see the show going over the way it was intended.
You got this big prick right here.
Yeah, and then you got this fat flock. You know what he did? You're not going to believe. Let me tell you. Hey, let me tell you. Listen here. You listening? You listening?
Says he's white, but I think he's really Hispanic.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
He's a funny guy. I mean, how am I funny?
How the fuck am I? What's so fucking funny about me? What am I here to amuse you?
Tell me.
What am I, a fucking clown?
I'm here to amuse you.
I love That movie, no matter how many times I watch
We'll
it.
keep on bringing that up.
Oh, yeah. No matter how many times I see it, bro,
It'll
that's
never
it.
fucking die.
No, definitely not.
never die.
Yeah, even after all of them dudes die, it's not going to die.
It's still not.
Speaking of
gonna
which, have you seen how old Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro and everybody
die.
looks?
Yeah. Fucking Joe Pesci, he's in his
Jesus.
70s.
I know, bro.
Robert De Niro, he's 80.
80, yep.
And Ray Liotta is really the only one.
He's the
who's
youngest
young-
one.
yeah,
I think
he's
he's
the
in his
youngest
60s.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, they all look bad.
Well, Joe Pesci, what was his last fucking movie? 8 Heads in a Duffel Bag?
Was it?
Yeah, he hadn't done anything really.
I don't remember.
He
I
really
thought.
hadn't done anything.
Yeah, I don't remember. That's true. Now that I think about it.
Like, he fell off. He doesn't need to
He
make any
was
more
in a
money.
movie. Joe Pesci was in one of his first movies. He was this fucking private eye. All right.
He was a dick.
Well, I mean, it was a stupid movie, but it was a funny movie. It was one of those low budgets. And it was really, really long time ago. And he was in the movie with that damn blonde. She's just a real ditz and talked. I can't remember her freaking name, but I'll find a list of Joe Pesci's movies.
I was
and I'll
just going
find
to
the
look that up.
movie.
I was going to see what the hell you're talking
Yeah,
about.
he was a private eye, and it was just a real cornball movie. But that was the first movie that I ever seen him in.
He was only in like 39 movies, 40 movies.
Gee, is that all?
That's it.
Yeah, but a lot of actors have hundreds of movies under their belt, so that's not a lot. But it just goes to show you the statue of the movies he was in. Movies. All right, well, look, I got to get right to the news because there's a lot of shit that's really, really bugging me. And one in particular, for all of our listeners out there that are listening, if you're listening live or you're going to, hear it on the replay, you've heard me talking about FEMA camps. I know everybody's heard me talking about FEMA camps. I've heard me talking about FEMA camps. Well, I have some news for everyone, and it's brought to you by yournewswire.com. And it says the Supreme Court green lights the detention of Americans. A decision by the U.S. Supreme Court gives the federal government the power to detain as a threat to national security anyone viewed as a troublemaker. This means the ability to throw you into a FEMA camp. The High Court refused to review an appeals court decision that said the president and U.S. military can arrest and identify detained individuals.
Now, is that meaning terrorist? Everyone,
Anyone
they think might be a terrorist to our country or a threat to our country?
Anyone who could be a threat to national security. I've claimed my sovereignty. I can be claimed or deemed a threat to national security. Let's just say David Koresh didn't get fucking killed by the FBI and burned up in a fire. He would be deemed as a national security threat. He would be thrown into a FEMA camp. Well, they would try. He would burn himself down again all over, but you know what I mean.
Well, you got to look at it as the government has to fucking do more in their power, to prevent terrorist
Right.
attacks. I mean, they really don't know who
But
is for us or against us.
the problem is there's going to be a lot of American citizens that don't belong. Just like there was a lot of, I don't know what country citizens locked up in Gitmo that didn't belong in Gitmo, but then again, there was the ones that did. There's going to be a lot of people
Torturing innocent
right,
people.
Right. Exactly. There's going to be a lot of people in these FEMA camps. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, but maybe 28 to 30 miles north of here, there's a FEMA camp.
There's about 800 in the country, I think.
I found this out because we have a listener who was driving down one of those back roads one day, and he was stopped by a UN convoy. Not a U.S. convoy, a UN convoy. United Nations here in the United States. Instantly, he called me up and told me. We were going to go and find out what was going on. I was going to grab the helicopter, our drone. I was going to grab my cameras, my press pass, and we were going to head up there. I don't think he thought it through, but then I think when I was ready to go, he thought about it.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, no, he was in fear of being incarcerated.
Oh, of course.
Now, I mean, can they legally do that to me? No, because I'm with the press. Does that mean that they won't? No.
No, yeah.
Right.
All you do is run your background and say, oh, shit, man.
Done.
Yeah.
Done. Right. Just like when I had to go last week to the sheriff's department and do this.
Pick out the lineup.
Yeah, this lineup thing. There's usually a receptionist and another lady up front. Well, as soon as I walked in,
Behind the bubble.
there was 4 or 5 people called up front, 2 detectives to escort me back, 2 guys in the back room. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because of my
Your name.
citizen status, because I've claimed sovereignty, and they know I'm a
Oh,
child of Yahweh. And
Got a couple of deputies over here with escort the guy in the back.
Yeah,
This guy.
yeah.
That guy.
And you know what? What's a real shame about it, and the whole sovereign citizen thing is there's about a handful of individuals who have screwed it up for others. And I've gone over this hundreds and hundreds of times. I talk about it all the time. But I do have audio from our supreme being, El Presidente.
Douchebag. I mean.
Yeah, Osama Obama.
Obama.
Yeah.
Obama.
Yeah. Obama. Another big mistake, America. So let's hear this. Let's hear this malarkey. I would have to turn the volume up first. That would probably make it to where our listeners playback.
But we begin tonight with a tale of 2 speeches, both from the same man, both from President Obama. One speech that could have been billed as a ballad to the Constitution, a proclamation of American values, a repudiation of the lawless behavior of the last presidential administration, and another speech announcing a radical new claim of presidential power that is not afforded by the Constitution and that has never been attempted in American history, even by George W. Bush and Dick Cheney.
You heard that,
Remarkably,
right?
President Obama today made both of
attention.
those speeches simultaneously. Standing inside the National Archives in front of the actual original Constitution, President Obama delivered a blistering critique of the Bush administration, in which he called their actions and their legacy literally a mess.
Our government made a series of hasty decisions. Poorly planned, haphazard approach. Too often, we set those principles aside as luxuries that we could no longer afford. Our government made decisions based on fear rather than foresight. The decisions that were made over the last 8 years established an ad hoc legal approach for fighting terrorism that was neither effective nor sustainable.
This fucking guy.
An ad hoc legal approach for fighting terrorism that was neither effective nor sustainable. Ouch.
That's ballsy, dude.
Is it our fault?
It's the Bush administration, according to him. Now, I don't even have to listen to any more to see what's coming down the pike. And I've said it. I've called it. I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Batten down the fucking hatches now?
Batten down the hatches, arm yourself, because I'm telling you what, we are not too far away from martial law. That I'll be willing to bet.
And we're going to have to claim what is ours.
That is when it becomes, that's when I do believe we'll break into civil war, and it's very unfortunate because that's scary as fuck.
Fuck yeah.
You know?
There's a lot of doomsday preppers out there who will be prepared and a lot who aren't.
Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly. And if you don't have a plan for something like that, I suggest you get one in action.
You start doing your research.
Yeah. You better start looking at maps of where you live.
And where you're going to live.
Where you're going to have to retreat to. Don't think you're going to be able to get in your car and just drive down the highway. Ain't happening.
Those roadways will be blocked.
Yes.
It'll be fucking...
You're going to have to find trails, woods, backwoods.
You're gonna be
and let me tell you
bushwhacking.
something. People on Long Island are fucked.
They have nowhere to go.
You are fucked.
They have nowhere to go. They're staying on the island. They're going to close down those bridges or
I was
blow
just going
those
to ask,
bridges.
how many bridges are there? Was it 4?
About 5.
5 bridges, right? All the way from Queens all the way around.
1, 2, 3. Verrazano, Throgs, Tappan Zee, Whitestone, Brooklyn, 5.
No, you said Verrazano, yeah. Yeah, so there's 5
5.
bridges. Plus 2 tunnels.
Plus 2 tunnels, yeah.
So there's
The Lincoln
7.
and
So
the
there's
Queens.
7 entrances and exits
Getting out of
to get off the
get
island.
off the island, yeah.
But that's it. That's all you got.
They're going to be those are going to be blocked if martial law does take effect.
Yeah, that's a trap right there. That's
We will be they will be fending for themselves. I won't be.
Yeah, well, and I feel bad for people up there and people that are living in places like that. Florida's no different, but it's a little different because we got one hell of a border they're going to have to shut down.
There's one way to go, and that's north out of here. I mean, it's not like Colorado or Nevada where you can go 4 points, out of the state.
Right, exactly.
No, I understand.
No, I mean, it's scary. What, honey?
In about 40 minutes.
Yeah. What, are you leaving to go to school, baby? Okay. My daughter's in the studio. What? What's the matter?
Cameras are up.
Oh.
So paint the shoes.
Yeah. She's wearing them, what are they called?
Flip-flops?
No, what are they called?
They're like Converse.
Yeah, they're like...
Oh, the Chuck Taylors?
Yeah, some shit like that.
Oh, yeah, the Chuck Taylors.
Like that. No.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to any of that.
Yeah, the old
I never
Converse.
was. Yeah, I never was one for
fashion.
Keeping up with the fashion anyway. I got fashion. It's just my own fashion. You know what I mean? I put on what's laying there.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if it matches or not.
No, it doesn't really.
See, I will never wear flip-flops or sandals. I'm not for that.
Really?
Really?
I can't wear flip-flops because the thing between my toes.
No, yeah.
But sandals, I love them.
No.
Yeah, you'll see. You'll turn into a cracker soon.
No.
Yeah. You say that now. I used to think the same thing. I gotta have shoes on my feet. Yep. You'll see.
But now, if people were on Long Island, where the fuck would they really go? They gonna take a boat out of there?
That would be the only way, but let's be honest. You only have one shore that you're going to make it out because they block the sound from both ends. Mm-hmm. So that also blocks
They're
off.
going to block all the inlets coming out of the south.
Correct.
Fire Island would be closed.
You've got one way to go.
Fire Island would be closed. Yeah, there's nowhere. Yep. There's nowhere that you
can go. Well, you do. You have one way to go.
Where?
Out east.
Out east. That's in the Atlantic Ocean?
Yeah. The only
take Montauk out of there.
Correct. That's probably the safest way, and it would have to be taken because you know that the military is instantly gonna, or the National Guard's gonna instantly,
infiltrate that area.
Certainly, the Navy's gonna be out there with ships. Yeah. Coast Guard's gonna be out there. You're gonna have one hell of a fast boat. Now, see, my idea, and this is just me because I'm just one of those kind of preppers, is I'd have one of those personal submarines.
If you had one of them.
Well, yeah, certainly. I mean, even though they have radar, certainly. Even though they're not that expensive, bro. You can actually buy one for about $7,000.
Yeah, but they're small as fuck.
Right, but
you
radar.
You put like 3 people in.
So what?
There.
What more do you need? What more do you need? You grab the kids by age, like I said with Caroline from the Poltergeist. The younger they are, the less attached you are to them.
The less you care about them,
right.
You leave them.
Yeah, you leave them. The older they are, the longer you got with them. You're more attached to them.
Well, you need preservatives for however long you're going to be out, abroad.
That's where the plan comes in. You stop and you gather along the way.
In the middle of the ocean, what are you gathering? If you're in a freaking submarine, what the fuck are you going to grab?
But you don't need the middle of the ocean. You just need to get past
the guards, the Navy,
the net,
the fleet.
Right, the net. But think about it, okay? You have such a small submarine. You're going to skim the surface. Yeah, they're going to be out there looking. They're never going to fucking think about looking for a personal submarine 3 foot under the water. They're going to be looking for big, go-fast boats, these cocaine fucking, runner type submarines or go-fast boats. Yeah, that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Quad friggin' motors.
You're just waiting for some schmuck to go ripping out of the fucking Bayshore Marina, trying to escape, and you just follow him out. He goes, wow! And you go...
Doing about 5-10 knots. Maybe,
not even, man. Like maybe. 3 knots. You don't want to draw any attention to yourself.
You don't want to wake behind.
You already got this idiot fucking hauling ass, so you just, okay, well, as they got all eyes on him, I'm just going to sneak out past him.
All eyes on him for the next minute or two before he's out of range.
Right.
When he's
and then you hear...
in international waters. Yeah. And you feel a little vibration.
And you realize that is sonar lock, and you got a fucking torpedo head in your way.
Oh, yeah. Or headed for the friggin' boat that's ripping ass out of
oh,
the
God, could you imagine, dude? And you just so happen to cross in the path of the torpedo, and like you're in a submarine, and the whole canopy's windows. So you watch this fucking thing. Oh, I'd be like, all right, that's it. I give up.
That was close.
I give up. Let's surface. You got me.
I'll go back.
Right? I promise. I get on the radio. Hey, guys, listen. I give up. That was a fucking torpedo you just shot.
Waving the white flag. I'm done. I'm done.
You got me. They'll be like, looking at me like, where'd this fucking guy go?
Yeah, we didn't even know he was there.
Right? You know, you could have escaped.
We would have never knew you were passing us.
I could have. Let's pretend you didn't see me.
Yeah.
Let's make pretend.
Dive.
Yeah, there's only 3 of us, but I'm on the helm. I'm on the radio calling out to the fucking dive room. Dive, Captain! And Michelle's tapping me on the shoulder going, asshole, I'm right here. Put the fucking radio down, all right? I can hear you.
Pressurize, let's go!
Look, we did pressurize already. Stop playing fucking Captain Nemo and let's go, okay?
Take off the helmet.
Take the dive helmet off, Lou. You don't need that shit.
We're only 3 feet below water. We can swim to the surface if need be.
Sad, right? Oh, shit. I'll be all down there, Captain Nemo in it and shit. Watch out for the giant squids. Meanwhile, it's a fucking bait shrimp.
It's fucking Tony trying to hook on. He's trying to help.
He's baiting. He's throwing the bad shrimp overboard.
It's a whale. No, that's Maria.
Yeah. Oh, that's my girlfriend. Sorry. That's my girlfriend. Hey, what are you doing in the water?
I left her behind, but...
Yeah, what are you doing in the water? I'm hungry. I'm getting a snack.
Oh, jeez.
Babe, you know there's sharks in there? I know. What the hell you think I'm eating?
She's gnawing on her leg.
Yeah. No, she's got one. She's got a fin in her mouth. Huh? Looks up like a deer in the headlights. Huh? With a fin in her mouth.
Talking to me?
Right?
That's good.
Talking to me?
Joe's not going to eat me. I'll eat him.
Right? I got you. Another NASA scientist has been killed. What's going on? Yeah, what's going on is the government's killing them off because we did something that they don't want nobody to fucking do. Or no. That's what's going on.
Exposing secrets.
I guarantee that NASA and the government are in on some fucking bullshit that to say it, who knows, dude? You know what I mean? The planes are crashing left and right. That's because they got Joe fucking CIA agent going in there and loosening shit and saying, these guys die in 500 miles.
The wing is loosened.
Yeah. Come on, people. Wake up. If you don't see what's going on in this country right now, then you are a fucking puppet. I hate to say it. You are a sheep.
See, I'd like to know what's going on with the CENTCOM hack. It seems like military is now going to tighten their efforts for higher security on their passwords.
On what? The NCON?
The CENTCOM hack that was on Twitter.
Oh,
by ISIS?
Yes.
I mean, now they're going to tighten their friggin' security on there?
Yeah. Yeah. Now you want to do that?
Now you want to do that?
Don't you think you should have done that?
If they wanted to hack, you could find a fucking hacker to hack into the system. I mean...
It's not hard, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, in reality, I am no hacker. I am no computer genius. I know what I know. I know a bit. I know how to do some things. But there's so many Trojans out there that you can just put on a flash drive and
get through it on the system.
And have it do its job. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Automated.
Give me a kiss. Going to school? Give me a kiss. Have a good day. I love you. Make lots of A's.
Your shoes don't match.
You can punch him later. She's going to knock you out, dude.
That's all right.
Yeah. I've been preaching it for a while. Since the show started, I've been telling people about all of this. And, I mean, it's really time to wake up. It's really, really time to wake up. And it's time to take our country.
See, now, what I think is after we have civil war here, that's when World War III is going to happen.
That is World War III.
That's basically the start of it. It's happening.
Huh?
Too close to the mic? Oh, am I too close to the mic?
I don't know. I'm not on playback right now, so we don't have Tony telling us you're too loud.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
But yeah, that would be the start of World War III.
I would imagine. Yeah, I would assume
They'll start here.
Yeah,
and then take.
Yeah, because other countries will see that as a weakness for us.
And start fucking attacking us, and then we're going to have to stop.
Kim Jong-un will bring all of his little gay little soldiers over here, and we're going to fuck Americans in honey hole.
But in reality, we all could be dead with the push of a fucking button.
Yeah.
By a few buttons.
I was going to say a few buttons from a few different countries.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I just, I don't know. I fear for my children and my grandchildren and for other people. And what it's going to, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think it's a scary situation. No matter what happens, it's a scary situation. You know, here's another one, exposing corporate and governmental corruption. It's, there's a video on it. I mean, look at all of this that's going on. Open up your eyes and see. I don't know. I don't get it. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. I got to put up some commercials, and I got to do more than I usually do. So we're not going anywhere. We're just going to play some commercials. We'll be right back. Talk Shit Radio Network, everyone. Stay tuned.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich, working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare, having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom150.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom150.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom150.com. Go to freedom150.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom150.com.
You're struggling with your mortgage. You think about it. You don't do anything but think about it.
What are we going to do if we lose the house? Where are we going to go?
At work.
I can't let anybody find out. I'm so embarrassed.
At dinner.
How can I tell the kids? It's going to wreck their lives.
And at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get through this. What's going to happen to us?
It's time to stop thinking. It's time to start dialing. Call 1-888-995-HOPE for a free government program that offers expert one-on-one advice about your mortgage options.
I'm all alone.
No, you're not. We've helped over 1 million homeowners, and we want to help you. And now there are more ways to help. Call 1-888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Are you worried about losing your home to foreclosure? If you've been threatened with foreclosure or received legal papers from your bank, you have approximately 30 days to respond. If you do not respond, you could lose your home. You have rights. Act now to protect your rights. You can stay in your home. Many times you can even modify your loan. The bottom line is you can get past this, but you must act right now. If you've been served by your bank and you're worried about losing your home to foreclosure, now is the time to fight back and save your home. Time is limited, so call the professionals at National Foreclosure Defense right now.
800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. That number again is 800-932-4102.
Hey, welcome back to Talk Shit Radio, everyone. We are back.
We are back.
We are back. Oh, sorry, back to sleep.
Back to sleep.
Yeah, right. So we got an ammonia leak on the space station. Forces evacuation of the U.S. section. What do they stay isolated over there? I guess I don't know.
On the International Space Station.
Yeah,
they're pretty high up. They're pretty isolated out there.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean,
they are isolated.
Yeah, they're isolated, all right. No, I mean, like, what are they, like the Russians stay over there, the Japs stay over there, the Koreans stay over there?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know,
they're probably plotting courses. Different courses for each of their. each of their
apparently
companies.
they've got an ammonia leak in the U.S. section of the space station, and they had to evacuate those portions of the station that we built. I wonder what happened there. Dun, dun, dun.
Fucking sabotage.
Right? Somebody was beaten off real hard, smacked the side of the freaking space station, put a hole in it.
And now it's leaking ammonia.
Yeah, now it's
what is there ammonia up there for? What, they're cleaning up there?
Yeah, right. Fuck,
Is that what they're doing?
They drop a can of fucking Lysol and the ammonia's coming out? No, I don't know. A problem in the U.S. Segment of the International Space Station on Wednesday prompted its 6-person crew to quickly lock it up and move to the Russian module. But they aren't in danger, Russian and U.S. officials said. The space station crew is safe, NASA spokesman Bob Jacobs said. NASA released the following statement. Poo-poo! I'll put that up on the Talk Shit page. I'll let everybody read that for themselves.
On the Talk Shit page.
Yeah, it's a long one. It's a long one. I'm not reading it.
The horrifying video out there that ISIS had produced.
That is pretty screwed up.
It seems like there was a new execution video that ISIS videotaped. Appears a child. Looks like he's about 10 years old, executing 2 Russian spies. Now, it's bad enough that you got people getting killed, but you have kids doing the killing now.
Kids doing it. Yeah.
This kid was viewed actually in a couple of propaganda films for training.
I think I just seen that on yournewswire.com. Let's see. Yeah, they got a whole. Oh yeah, ISIS child made to kill 2 prisoners.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they thought they were Russian spies. Attempted to infiltrate ISIS. 1 captive. I'm sorry. I was just reading something else. In a field with a burly man, while the 2 Russians on their knees and armed with a pistol, and the 10-year-old kid shot him. Executed them both.
I have audio.
You have audio?
Maybe not.
Oh boy, I haven't seen the video yet, but
no, I don't have any video. Audio. Let me check here. Wait, it might be.
It's probably a very gruesome scene.
It is. I'm watching it now.
This kid's fucking young.
And the kid's standing behind these 2 people on their knees with what looks like a Glock in his hand, finger on the trigger, and I don't have any audio. These 2 guys
bent over a little bit on their knees.
Yep. I don't know if they're going to show it.
No, they're not going to show it.
That would be cool, though.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool.
Hell yeah, it would. I can hear Milo and Minnie outside barking. The video now shows his arm being raised up to their head with the gun, and then it shows them. It showed it, bro, but it was blurred out.
Ah.
Yeah, so.
Brain splattered everywhere. That's disgusting.
Yeah. Let's see if there's any audio on this version of it. There is no audio on this version either. So I'm going to go ahead and post the link of this up on the Facebook page. It is some disturbing looking footage, so
they're fucking
use
ruthless
discretion.
over there.
Yeah. There's no audio to it.
These Russians probably weren't even anything to be concerned about. They probably posed no threat.
Probably.
They were just 2 picked out of a fucking hat, brought out to a field, and demonstrated what ISIS does.
Yep, and that's a scary thing because our government can be doing the same thing to us. You know, did you hear? President Obama just let a bunch of Islamic people into the country or some shit like that.
Why the fuck is he doing that? Is he helping the war on terrorists?
I think so.
With the terrorists?
I think so. My personal opinion, everybody's got one. They're like assholes. He's a Muslim, so I don't trust him. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust him one bit. Not one bit. Sorry.
Fucking keep the borders closed to all Muslim Islamics. That's what should be done. There's no reason for these people to be coming into our country at all. Bye-bye.
I guess he's leaving.
I guess so.
Sorry, folks. We're watching.
We're mesmerized.
Yeah, we're stuck watching the cameras on the
security.
Yeah, hold on for a sec. You take over for a sec.
All right. I was actually looking at a video on Bay News 9 about 3 elderly people rescued from a vehicle in a lake in Sarasota. An elderly driver and 2 passengers were uninjured after the car ended up in a lake. Sarasota police said that Gil Loretto was driving Jeep Liberty, and the passenger, Darlene Miller, 77, and Patricia Carthen, 82, when it was believed that the Loretto backed out of the driveway, mistaken the gas pedal for the brake pedal, and drove the Jeep in reverse nearly 100 yards and into a lake. Now, if you're going about 100 yards, if you're 100 yards away from a lake, I don't understand how you're mistaking a gas pedal for a brake pedal. Don't you know that you're going in reverse at this point? I don't think old people. The driver was 86 years old. I don't think that old people should be driving because, like I just said, 100 yards until they went into the lake. It was mistaken that she put down the brake pedal, the gas pedal instead of the brake pedal, and went in reverse for about 100 yards into the lake.
This is the body that they just pulled out of?
No.
Okay.
This was
I apologize.
3 elderly people rescued from a lake in Sarasota.
They lived. All good?
They lived. They were rescued, yes. But I don't think people at 80 years old should be driving.
I would have to strongly agree with you, Tim. I really, really strongly, and you now more than ever see it down here.
Oh, yeah.
You don't notice it up in New York because everybody's a fucking maniac.
Yeah, they drive like stupid retards all day.
You know the old people because they're off in the left lane blocking traffic. They're not a threat. They're only a threat to themselves.
Doing 10 miles over the speed limit or doing 20 miles over the speed limit.
Or below it. Right. Down here, if the speed limit's 55, you got people in the fast lane doing 30. You know, and I agree with you.
Is there passing lanes here?
No.
There is none. Just whatever speed you go, go.
Fuck yeah, bro. You get a chance to fucking, yeah. It's lawlessness out on the roads down here. As you can tell, you got people fucking waving guns at people. Yeah.
We're in the fucking Wild West over here.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, bro. It's crazy,
crackers over here.
Yo, listen, I thought I was going to, when I first came down here in 89, I thought I was going to come down here and take this place over. All right? I thought I was going to run shit down here. But then when I got down here and I realized that I don't want to run nothing here because it's so goddamn backwards. I mean,
I don't want my name posted on every freaking cop car.
Yeah, I don't want to be fucking a part of nothing.
I want to stay low key down here.
I felt like a fox in a chicken coop when I first got down here, and then I started hanging out with some dudes, and I realized.
Well, you know what it was, you know, in New York, it's so big and popular down there. You know, when you come down here to a slower environment,
nothing
like it.
Bro, nothing. I mean, I ran with a group of guys who did things that would make the news in New York and like headlines, and there'd be manhunts going on. You know what I'm saying? When I first got down here, the shit that went on. We'd go to the hotels in Clearwater and go pool hopping, literally, from the 3rd floor, then over to the next hotel, the 4th floor, into the pool. Then just pool after pool.
You were a wild child back then.
It was bad. It was real bad. We'd go make beer runs. You know what a beer run is, right?
No, I don't know what a beer run is.
Yeah, well,
I know what a beer run is.
The one time I go into this one store and I'm just like not even expecting it to happen. I'm in there buying some freaking chocolate because I'm a chocoholic. I'm addicted to it. And my buddy comes in. I can't mention any names, and he grabs 3 cases of beer out of the cooler
and does the beer run
and hauls ass.
What the fuck you do? Come on.
I ran with him.
Go.
I didn't have to run.
What are you buying chocolate for? Let's go.
I didn't have to run. I had no beer in my hand. I bought my chocolate already. I had a Hershey's bar. You know, bought, paid for. I had the receipt.
I walked out.
I fucking ran. I ran with him. I don't know why. We get around the corner, and the store owner's chasing us. I'm like, what are we going to do? Holy shit, what are we going to do? He says, watch this. He goes around the corner of this building. He puts the cases of beer down, and he stands there with his fist. I'm like, oh, my God. Now, this was a big dude. Well, he didn't punch him, but he forearmed him as the dude came around the corner. The guy spun, blam, onto the ground. picked up the cases. Come on, let's go.
He's
now
down.
I
Let's
realize
go.
I have to run because
yeah.
he just took dude out. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
You just took dude out.
I think it was a few months after that I realized that I shouldn't be hanging out with these guys, that I was going to get in trouble. Yeah.
They were bad influences. Knocking out store clerks on chases.
Yeah, I mean, I was 21 years old. They were all fucking teenagers, you know what I'm saying? I was not being a part of that, you know? Yeah, I was.
Where they would get charged as youthful offense, you'd be charged as an adult.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's assault.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I seen these guys down here do shit that, I mean, as New Yorkers, you and I would never, ever consider doing up on Long Island. Ever. Even when John and I were at our wildest, and John and I were not that wild. The wildest John and I got was we took a train out to fucking Patchogue and spent all our money on beer, so we had to walk back. You consider that wild?
That's crazy,
right? Yeah, I mean that's woohoo. That's out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They did shit down here that I would just. I mean, it. That's why the police force is so bad down here now in this county and so big. Yeah.
Well, because they've been dealing with this for so fucking long, they got to prepare for the worst.
Yo, car chases. My one buddy, I can't mention his name either because he still lives in the county. He was infamous for shutting his headlights off and then punching it when the cops chased him. Just gone. And he'd outrun him. He had a Chrysler Cordoba with a big motor in it. Oh, he'd outrun him.
He would have been gone.
Oh, he'd outrun him. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but on Long Island, you don't see any friggin' car chases going on.
Where are you going to run?
Yeah,
you ain't got far to go. You're going to run right into traffic.
You're going into LIE. You're just going towards Queens. You know, there's more cops out there than the island.
Enough said. That's one thing I never understood. Why rob a bank on Long Island? You
nowhere to go.
Only have so far to go, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not going too far. I guarantee you're going to get caught. At least down here, you got a fucking chance. There's a lot of vast area, you know? When I did my weekends, and, yeah, this is how fucked up the system is down here. I did weekend jail. Friday, I went in and checked in, and Sunday, I was let go like a good boy.
What is that? Shit, not weekend jail. It was not work release, but trusted release.
We called it weekends.
Weekends?
We called it weekends.
Yeah, you had a place to stay on the weekends.
Yeah, I had 3 hots and a cot over the weekend. Yeah, and the old lady got rid of me for a couple of days, so it was all good.
I got rid of her for a couple of days.
No, I would rather been with her. That's for damn sure. Yeah. Some of them dudes were fucked up, bro. But yeah. Anyway,
I take that instead of 7 days a week.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, and then being released on the weekends.
Released on weekends.
I never understood that whole work release thing of the prisoners, dude. You're letting the dude go work a job from Monday to Friday. Let him go. Let him go. Let him parole his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what's happening is the checks that they get from being, out there working,
to the jail,
goes to the fucking jail. You only get a little percentage of it.
That's it. Yeah.
And if you have restitution to pay, all of it's going. All of it's going.
None of it.
Yeah, you get nothing. You're working for free.
But I guess to them that would be. Well, I know whenever I was working outside, even though I was just mowing the lawn outside the jail.
That's just trustee.
It was heaven.
Yeah, that was just
pure heaven. Program. Yeah, absolutely.
What's happening with work release programs is they're trying to catch new charges on you. So if you go out and do drugs and come back, they piss test you. And you're catching a new fucking charge. Because
how can you get a charge for having drugs in your system? I don't understand that.
Because you're not supposed to be using while you're in jail. That's just like probation or parole.
Yeah, I don't get it.
You're not supposed to be on fucking drugs. If you have hot urine, you're getting violated. So
yeah, that I can understand, but you're already incarcerated. I mean, what more are they going to do to you?
They'll put you in the hole. I wouldn't want to be in segregation for 23 days,
I don't
23
know
hours a day.
Bro. The only time I went into segregation was when the guards brought me a fucking public sub.
Where no one could see what they're giving you. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
That was a nice thing. Yeah, that was a nice thing about being here in CCA. You just bribed the cops and, with food. Because there was never any money exchange. They were just, I'd feed them. I'd feed them.
Well, in some blocks you could have money. Like in Pennsylvania.
Not down here, no.
There's a 6 block, and there's vending machines where actually,
really?
you're allowed to carry like $20 on you a day.
See, I've always seen that in the movies, but I never thought it was real.
Oh, yeah.
No shit. Oh, yeah. That's wicked. That's wicked.
Coca-Cola machines.
Well, just like the movie, with Ray Liotta when he's in the prison selling the drugs. And they got cash. They're paying cash for it. I thought that was bullshit, to be honest with you.
That probably was bullshit. What is he using money for? What does he need money for? Because he was getting everything for free anyway there. I mean, he was just selling drugs to make money.
Yeah. for his wife.
And he's sitting there pocketing, giving guards fucking $20s and $100, you know, for dealing drugs.
I didn't have to give him hundreds. I just gave him hamburgers. They would go through the drive-thru where my wife worked. My wife would work the drive-thru and say, "Hey, you remember me?"
Be no problem. Oh, a hamburger for free.
And they'd look at her like, "No, not really." And she would just say, "Kennedy is my husband, and you see me there every weekend." Then the light bulb comes on. They wouldn't say anything, but whatever their order was, she would like triple it. If they ordered a hamburger and fries and a soda, they'd get like 3 hamburgers, 2 fries, and their large soda. And I would get 1 or 2 of those hamburgers. Mm-hmm. So that's how it worked. I never had Sonic before. Right. She would never charge them. I never had Sonic before, but I got to tell you, when you're locked up and you're eating jail food, Sonic is the greatest fucking food you ever want to eat. I consumed one of their hamburgers in probably 3 bites. I was like, licking my fingers. Public subs. Holy shit, I'll never forget when the one Officer Tran brought me...
Publix, the supermarket?
Publix, the supermarket. They make the best pressed Cubans, bro.
That's the same thing as Stop and Shop. They make the best fucking subs there.
Yeah.
I go to delis up there.
I remember Edwards.
I don't remember Edwards.
Edwards is in CI. I don't even know if they're there anymore.
I don't remember.
You know where Dave and Buster's is in
CI?
Yeah. Well, that's Edwards.
That's 454
Veterans Highway. Yeah. My grade school was right across the street. Andrew T. Morrow.
Yeah?
Yeah, right across the street. That's my neighborhood right behind there. I grew up in that whole neighborhood right there.
Oh, wow.
That's the hood, bro.
Goddamn.
Yeah, that deli that's right there. Well, I don't even know if it's there anymore. I think it's actually a 7-Eleven. Well, that was one of the delis I worked at. Yep, there was a deli on Suffolk Avenue right by the body shop, which is now an Avis rental car, which I don't even know if it's still an Avis rental car.
Yeah, I never hung out in friggin' CI. The only times I went to CI was go to fucking court.
Yeah. That was all the way down Carlton Avenue.
Yeah.
Which we used to have to go to the government building on the north side in Hauppauge. Yeah. When I had
where the traffic court is now.
Yeah, that was the government building. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's wicked how that shit changed. When I went there to square away my license when I was in New York, I was humbled by how large that building is. Walking up to it and looking at it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
it's huge.
God,
it's
bro.
huge. You're walking through a fucking mall.
I couldn't. I mean, when you're driving, I was never that close to it until that day, you know, and it was wicked, bro. And the way that they got it set up, no fucking car bombs within anywhere of the base of the building. If you ever noticed that about a government building, the way that they're building them now, ever since what's-his-face blew up the fucking Arkansas building, what the hell's his name? Son of a bitch, I should notice. That he blew up the federal building.
Arkansas?
Yeah, in Arkansas. What the hell is his name now? That's going to make me nuts. I got his face, pictured his face. He did it with a truck full of diesel fuel and whatever that fertilizer is.
What was it, back in 2009?
Ammonium nitrate. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, Timothy McVeigh.
Timothy McVeigh. I should have remembered that name. Yes.
He did it with fertilizer.
Yeah, for ammonium nitrate and diesel fuel. I remember that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, that's the only way. Yeah, it'll only. Well, you can't just use ammonium nitrate alone.
You got to use some sort of petroleum.
The diesel fuel. I guess I don't know. I just think it's fucking amazing how big of an explosion that shit made. But they've built that building. If you notice, you can't pull up close to that building, and they got them big giant concrete fucking things out front, and the parking lot's like 5 miles away from where the entrance to the building is.
Yeah, shuttled in.
They do that so you can't pull a Timothy McVeigh, and
can't
we'll
pull
just
up
call
that
it that.
close anymore.
Yeah. Yep. Brooksville Courthouse. I think they're trying to change everything to where the cars don't go right by the courthouse anymore.
I don't think I've seen that.
I'll take you one of these times. We'll go take a ride into Brooksville. Old Brooksville's wicked, bro. The courthouse has a tree out in front of it that they just removed.
Isn't it like
rope.
the fucking slums out there?
No.
No?
No, there's money out there, bro. I'll take you to an area where you'll see houses that's like, wow.
Like some spots of Bellport are beautiful,
Kinda
fucking
like,
$1 million
more like
houses.
Out east. Yeah, more like out east in the Hamptons and shit like that, but minus the water behind everybody. You know what I'm saying? Or, minus the water anywhere for that matter, because when you're in Brooksville, you're out in the woods.
You're out in the sticks.
You are, but a lot of.
But there is a little a little city where the courthouse is. Yeah,
it's hundreds of years old.
Yeah,
the courthouse was built in the 1800s. The tree out front, they used to hang black people in. This was a very racist place.
Wow.
Very racist. They just recently, maybe 10 years, took the rope out of the tree.
They still had that shit hung up and slung over the tree?
Well, the noose wasn't, but where they tied it to the tree was grown
Yeah.
into the tree, and you can clearly see it.
Wow.
And finally, there was a big to-do, and the black community got together, and they signed a petition, or however they did it, and they wanted it removed.
Yeah, signed a petition.
Because it was a grim reminder of what went on.
What was, the past.
Yeah, absolutely.
What this community was built on.
Right. Now, here's a funny thing. I met this guy who changed his legal name from whatever to Redneck. On his back, full back piece, was a tattoo of this tree.
Oh, jeez.
With a black
noose
individual hanging from it. Yes. Never met anyone like this guy before in my life. He lived next door to me in up when we lived in Spring
His father
Hill.
was like the judge.
Holy shit, bro. I'm like, hey, how you doing, man? He's like, what's up? In that real country accent. I'm like, hey, what's your name? He goes, Redneck. I'm like, no, that's your nickname. What's your name? He goes, really, it's Redneck.
I changed it.
Yeah, I was like, get the fuck out of here. Pulled his ID out. Redneck, whatever his last name was. I'm like, holy shit.
This guy's a cracker.
He pulls up one sleeve. He's got the Confederate flag. He pulls up another sleeve. He's got some other fucking, white supremacy thing on it. And then he pulls his shirt off and shows me his back piece. And I'm like, is that the... He goes, yeah, that's the tree in Brooksville. Front of the courthouse. I'm like, oh my God.
That's crazy.
I made sure I got real close, friendly with him and didn't piss him off. Yeah.
Yeah, don't piss him off.
No, yeah. I mean, I may know some people in New York or some people from New York that live down here that, are some pretty heavy hitters.
Mm-hmm. He's one of those people that you don't want to fucking tangle with, fuck with.
I'm not sure what the KKK is capable of, and I certainly don't want to find out.
He probably knows some of those fucking Aryan Brotherhood.
He is. Aryan Brother. Aryan Brother? Aryan Brotherhood?
Aryan Nation
Aryan
Brotherhood.
Nation. That's the word, yeah. Oh, he's definitely Aryan Nation.
Oh, I bet.
For sure.
He's probably the fucking leader.
What else you got down here? Isn't there
of this chapter?
Wasn't Folk Nation? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think
aren't they big now on Long Island?
Yeah,
really.
Yeah,
no shit.
They really weren't.
I laugh
big
at them, bro. I'll be honest with you.
Back when I was in like 10th grade, that's when they started coming out because kids in my school were joining.
Yeah,
I
laugh at the ones that come down here
and call themselves fucking Folk Nation or what about Crips and Bloods? Are they down here?
Probably.
We wouldn't even
They probably
know.
stayed at Brooksville.
Yeah, probably.
I'll take you over to Twig Street. You want to see a bad neighborhood?
It was like Wine Dan.
Worse.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and in Wine Dance they've got fields, empty lots, but they don't all congregate right there and have barbecues and hang out. And
That's what happens in this Twig Street.
Yeah, dude. There's a barbecue joint.
You walk down the wrong block at night, you might not be walking off that block.
I guarantee you don't. That's for sure.
Especially if you're white.
Yeah. Unless you know somebody.
Unless you know somebody, yes.
Like I could probably go in there and walk around with one of the Waddy brothers. I'd be safe. Or a couple of my other friends that I know that are black guys. I'd be safe. I know a couple black guys that are so fucking white that we'd both be dead.
It doesn't even matter if he's black or not.
Yeah, we'd both be dead if we went in there.
That's just a color to them.
Yep. We'd both be dead.
It really doesn't matter.
No. Wouldn't matter a fucking bit, dude. This black guy is so white. He's whiter than I am. You know what I'm saying? I got more soul than this motherfucker does. Which I ain't got nothing.
You ever seen the show Key and Peele?
No.
On Comedy Central? Well, they're the whitest fucking black people.
Really?
Yeah, whitest black comedians I've
That's
ever
funny.
seen. Yeah,
All I think about is Beverly Hills Cop. We're not going to fall for a banana in the tailpipe. Hey, man. It should come more natural. Like, hey, man, we're not going to fall for no banana in our tailpipe. You remember that
Murphy?
part? Yeah. You don't remember that part?
I don't remember that part.
You're too young. I forget. 14 fucking years between us. I can't believe that.
That's not that long.
It's a long damn time. You know the things I was doing when you were born?
You were 14 when I was born.
Yeah, I was doing some bad shit. Well, maybe not. 14. Yeah, no. There's no question in my mind. Yeah, there's no question in my There's no question in my mind that I was doing bad things.
No one heard that.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's break time.
We got to take a break right now.
In that case, It is the 9 o'clock hour. We are going to take a little siesta here.
Siesta?
Yeah, short one.
Yeah, sure. Go to the bathroom. Smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, that kind of shit. You know what I mean? I'll put up a couple. Let's see. We'll put up some Zeppelin, some Doors. Then we'll change it up with some Guns N' Roses, and then we'll come back. That's 20 minutes or so.
That's fine.
Oh, my God. That's a little message for you just before we go on break. Talk Shit Radio Network, everyone. You're listening to Talk Shit Radio. You've got Tim and I at the helm.
I'm sitting on his lap. We're both at the helm.
Yeah, easy.
Oh.
He's controlling the joystick.
No.
Talk Shit Radio Network. We'll be right back.
Are you worried about losing your home to foreclosure? If you've been threatened with foreclosure or receive legal papers from your bank, you have approximately 30 days to respond. If you do not respond, you could lose your home. You have rights. Act now to protect your rights. You can stay in your home. Many times you can even modify your loan. The bottom line is you can get past this, but you must act right now. If you've been served by your bank and you're worried about losing your home to foreclosure, now is the time to fight back and save your home. Time is limited, so call the professionals at National Foreclosure Defense right now.
800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. That number again is 800-932-4102.
And just in case you were wondering what that number is, it's 800 whatever. Well, holy shit, that one pounds it into you. Sorry, guys. Talk Shit Radio. We'll be right back.
You're struggling with your mortgage. You think about it. You don't do anything but think about it.
What are we going to do if we lose the house? Where are we going to go?
At work.
I can't let anybody find out. I'm so embarrassed.
At dinner.
How can I tell the kids? It's going to wreck their lives.
And at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get through this. What's going to happen to us?
It's time to stop thinking. It's time to start dialing. Call 1-888-995-HOPE for a free government program that offers expert one-on-one advice about your mortgage options.
I'm all alone.
No, you're not. We've helped over 1 million homeowners, and we want to help you. And now there are more ways to help. Call 1-888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov, brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Let me ask you a question. Are you getting enough? I bet you'd love more, right? Well, AdamandEve.com wants to give you more with 10 free gifts. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her. Second, a specially selected toy for him. And third, a little something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. So what do you have to do to get your 10 free gifts? Just go to AdamandEve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, sexy piece of lingerie, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code GIFT13 at checkout, and you'll get all 10 free gifts. Go check out AdamandEve.com today. Select one item and get 10 free gifts, including free shipping, when you enter offer code GIFT13. That's GIFT 13 at AdamandEve.com.
on raining, levee's going to break. If it keeps on raining, levee's going to break. When the levee breaks, have no place to stay. Mean old levee taught me to weep and moan. Mean Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out alone. Riders on the storm. There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad. Take a long holiday. Let your children play. If you give this man a ride, sweet family will die. Killer on the road. Yeah. Girl, you gotta love your man. Girl, you gotta love your man. Take him by the hand. Make him understand. The world on you depends. Our life will never end. Gotta love your man. Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out alone. Riders on the storm.
Talk Shit Radio Network, everyone.
Welcome back.
No, not back. I'm just telling everybody that we'll be back right after this one song. Got about 5 minutes, 57 seconds. Little Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine, and we'll be back. were just talking about. Oh, my breakfast is here. Sweet. We were just talking about whatchamacallit,
Brain
ecstasy
cells.
and how it fucks your. He ain't gonna eat it. It's fast food.
It's fast food.
Yeah. They made it. Now, if they took like 20 minutes to make it, he might eat it because then it wouldn't be fast food.
If they actually, slice the friggin' sausage, off a real piece of meat, and not just put it through a grinder and fucking made it a patty.
I don't even know if I'm going to be able to eat it because of my teeth.
How's your teeth?
No, they're healing. My gums are sore as fuck.
Oh, I bet.
Certain things I got to swallow whole. Can't chew it. Sucks.
That's why you got to eat Jell-O.
I can imagine because I like a good steak and with no back teeth now.
If you eat steak raw, you can friggin' let that shit melt in your mouth.
Yeah,
you don't have to chew nothing.
I'm going to have to swallow it whole. Either that or I'm just going to have to stick to fucking filet mignon so it just falls apart in my mouth.
Yeah, so it just melts.
That's fine with me.
Like butter.
Good stuff.
I was reading about a would-be robber in South Florida, just north of Fort Lauderdale in Pompano Beach. Pompano Beach. It seems like events unfold on Tuesday afternoon at a Taco Bell parking lot. Deputies say a 37-year-old Ronald Farmer was standing beside his car when an armed man approached him wearing a ski mask and glasses. The man told Farmer he was robbing him and ordered him to drop his pants. Was he robbing him? Or was he trying to rape him?
Yeah, right.
He told him to fucking drop his pants. Jeez.
What was he robbing him of? His semen?
Yeah, right? What was he going to do? Rob him of his fucking virginity?
I'm taking your fucking cum, buddy.
Farmer?
Don't move. I'm going to jerk you off.
Well, don't move. Stay right there. Farmer told authorities he began to comply with the orders, but distracted the man's attention and reached for his own gun. So I guess he had to carry a permit to carry a concealed weapon and shot the man, who was later identified as 21-year-old James Holton. Farmer ran into the restaurant seeking help. Fire rescue took Holton to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. A justified kill. Don't fucking walk up to someone with a carry concealed weapon permit.
All I have to say is for the dude who was carrying the concealed weapon.
Good job. And
that applause goes out to you, bro.
And those cameras outside of Taco Bell is going to confirm reason to pull out his concealed weapon to shoot the man who was robbing him.
All I got to say to that is welcome to the world we live in, folks. You want to arm rob somebody? Guess what? You might arm rob the person who's got a bigger gun and not afraid to use it. So that's the problem.
Don't get distracted while you're trying to rob somebody.
Dude, you pull a gun on somebody, you better just shoot them.
Yeah.
Because if you give them a chance, it's over.
They're going to shoot you.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a very good justified kill. I'm glad that happened because, not to mention the guy's dead, but he'll never rob another guy again.
Right. Now, let's say, don't mind me, I'm eating. I'm eating. Now, let's say he robbed this guy. The next guy he tried to do, he ended up killing. So this guy could have saved a lot of people's lives.
Oh, yeah.
So, once again, I gotta do this. I gotta give this guy an applause.
And he actually went to the restaurant to seek help for the man who he had just shot.
Yep.
And he did it all right. He did it all by the book and what he was supposed to do.
He did it without hesitation.
His life was in danger.
Absolutely.
There was a threat involved, and he took the necessary steps and measures, basically, which is really good.
I mean,
was it good?
Well, a hard spot of the biscuit just hit my gum.
A little crunchy.
That fucking hurt. You've had guns in New York.
Yes. Not anymore.
No, but
not allowed. But.
Right.
Yes.
But I'm saying.
Yes.
You obviously have gone through a lot of the safety precautions and training, and
I believe gun safety should be the utmost concern that we as Americans should teach to our kids, because of how many gun situations are out there. with people, parents.
Whether you own one or not.
Owning
you're saying.
one, yeah. Whether you own it or not.
You should learn some kind of gun safety.
You should, and you should teach your kids and inform them. Inform them about gun safety. Because
You never know when you're going to be staring down the barrel of a gun.
Look at it this way: you have a kid and you have a firearm. You don't want to teach them anything about a firearm because you think it'll put something in their brain that it's okay to use it. I mean, it's not okay to use it, but it's okay to learn about it so then you could be safe.
Defend yourself.
To defend yourself.
God forbid.
Yes, exactly.
I got to tell you, I've had a gun here in my face, pointed in my face more times here in Florida than ever in New York. Ever. Not by police either. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been.
Never stared down the barrel of a gun before? I remember the first time, and I literally came home and collapsed from adrenaline.
Mm-hmm.
I was so, my adrenaline was going so hard because, I mean, normal reaction, normal situation. I went after the gun. My adrenaline was going so hard.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Gun never went off. Turned out to be a BB gun.
Still.
Uh-huh.
It looked real enough.
Kid was trying to be a show off, and I told him, don't point that fucking thing at me, dude. Just put it away. And I turned around and went to walk away, and the next thing I know, I felt it up against my head. And then it was a charge of adrenaline, and it didn't end well for him. Long story short, I had the gun, and I literally went home, and I passed out from adrenaline. I was shaking. I fucking vomited. It was wicked.
I'd be fucking the same exact way.
Yeah.
Just because of the situation that you were in.
Yeah.
I was shot at when I used to go hunting upstate New York.
Really?
Yeah. I was on posted land. And you don't want to do that. If anyone goes out there hunting, you don't want to do that because the farmers, the ranchers, the homeowners, they patrol their land, especially during hunting season. And I was on this land.
It salt or bullets?
Bullets.
Yikes.
No, it was
Was he
bullets.
aiming for you, or did he
was
shoot
aiming
near
in my
you?
direction because I was hearing the bullets fucking not whiz past me, but hitting the ground at a couple 100 yards away from me.
So he was letting you know.
Let me know, get the fuck off my fucking land.
Uh-huh.
Me and my friend, we got out of there real quick. And in New York, when you're hunting, you have to wear orange. You have to wear orange because if you're wearing camo, I mean, whether you look like a deer or not, you'll
You're
get
getting shot.
You'll get shot. We used to fuck around with friends who used to bring up to New York, upstate when we used to go rifle hunting. And first time out, with the
They'd
rifle.
come out all fucking Rambo'd out.
Well, they come out Rambo out, but what we would say the night before, we'd say, all right, you have to wear coveralls that are totally brown with a white handkerchief in your back pocket. We were fucking around with them, and we took out a couple of people like that, and they didn't get hurt or anything.
For those of our listeners that are scratching your head wondering, a brown coverall and a white, okay, just picture a deer with his white ass, the white handkerchief,
yes, the white
and the brown hide, the brown coveralls.
And they would do it.
Oh,
we would make a joke saying, listen, this is your first time out, and all newbies who are first time out, you have to wear brown coveralls with white, and they didn't fucking know. I mean,
no, I'd do the same. I'd be like, all right, give me him.
And throw it on, and we're going on a tree stand or stalking.
God. First time I saw a brown and white object in a tree stand, though, I would have to approach it and go, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It was
first of all, how'd the deer get in a tree is what I would want to know from a distance.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Yo, that's funny, though. It wouldn't be a joke
when our friend is on the floor dead.
Right. Obviously, you stopped him before he went out there and made a fool of him and told him, and you got to wear this orange vest and that kind of thing. Because if you see a fucking deer wearing an orange vest, I mean, you're going to know something's not right.
You never hear the reports of people being shot on posted land, on no trust.
It's always hunting land, and somebody gets shot accidentally.
Yeah,
you know what I would love to do for a really cruel trick one year?
What?
Is catch a deer, a big buck, and put a fucking orange hat on him and an orange vest on him.
And then what? Release them?
Yeah, people wouldn't shoot at it. They'd see it running through until somebody scoped in on it. Was like, son of a bitch.
Good luck catching that buck.
Oh, I'll catch his ass.
Oh, I'll get him. I'll trank him and I'll catch him.
Oh, you're damn right, buddy. Less than lethal weapons are my favorite thing. Oh, yeah. Dude, I got a dart gun with darts,
Mm-hmm.
all right, that have indentations. They're microscopic indentations that are made for dipping in poison. So those little indentations hold the poison.
Will get stuck and really incapacitated.
No, I have the barb.
Oh, you have the barb.
Oh, I have barbs,
Oh,
too.
okay.
Oh, yeah. No, this one is a poison-tipped dart, and it has microscopic little indentations that they do with, like, you know the machine that they would, you know, write, like, letters in, and it, like, stamps them, like, millions of little times?
Like Braille?
Kind of, but like on metal. When you see like on a lock and you see like the name of the lock and it's got it indented on the back, it's almost like that tiny of indentations. You could see them, but they're really, really small, and they're made to just like scoop in some kind of poison or some kind of numbing agent or
sticks
something.
in the
Right.
grooves that
Correct.
are on the
and then you
dart.
shoot your target, and it, you know, it incapacitates them. Now, obviously, when you buy these from a hunting store, they're not made for poison. They're made for certain types of numbing agents. If you're, you know, hunting for certain animals, you shoot them with it, you watch them, and they go numb and fall out of a tree or whatever. You know what I mean? Because with a dart gun, I mean, you ain't shooting for distance. You're
shooting up close.
Yeah, so
like 30 yards away. Maybe.
You don't want to miss, right? But yeah, I love my silent weapons, bro. Love my silent weapons, and there's paintball markers that shoot a variety of different balls out of them, filled with from pepper to mustard gas to.
They use them in facilities, in correctional facilities.
Oh, yes, they do.
Or
Hernando County has a Tippmann A5
with pepper spray balls.
With pepper balls.
Spray. Yeah, pepper balls.
Yep. One pepper ball is supposedly enough to take out that whole unit. They go in there, they open the door.
They're done. They don't even need to unload that much.
I remember one time I was working the lobby, cleaning the lobby, you know, doing inside detail. And it was late night, so they open up the laundry room. So just in case, you know, anything's got to be done, you can do it real quick. Well, they brought this chick in that was about 60 pounds soaking fucking wet. Just belligerent drunk. Fucking biting, spitting, pissing. Oh, God, it was bad. Well, she's in the cell slamming her fucking head. Stripped herself naked and fucking slamming her head. You know the little wall that they put up so you can have a little bit of privacy when you're sitting there taking a shit?
Yes.
Well, she's slamming her head on that wall. There's blood splattering everywhere. In they come with the CERT team and pepper spray. God damn, dude. The only place I could hide was to hold the button on the dryer, put it on air dry, and stick my head in the dryer. And breathed that air because the pepper spray just consumed the whole booking area.
Wow.
Never have I been exposed to it like that. I mean, I've hit myself with it or something, but
not that bad.
I'm begging him. I'm like, dude, open this fucking back door for me, please. We got to air this out, dude. Finally, one of the guards, that's my friend, we opened the back door that went out into one of the yards and let it air out and got one of the fan. Oh, God, it was
because that exhaust system wasn't taking out all that pepper spray.
It was
all that pepper
terrible, dude. My God. And I'm just sitting there. And now, at first, I'm like, holy shit, that's funny. They just fucked her up. But now I'm getting hit with this pepper spray, and I'm like, damn.
Imagine being on the other side of that barrel getting hit with those fucking pepper
I'm thinking
balls.
about this chick that just got sprayed.
She's fucked right now.
Yeah. Yeah, she's in there screaming.
And at
I'm
this
like,
point, they probably tied her to a chair. After
they did. They put her in one of those chairs.
One of those wrapped up chairs.
They showered her down because I remember I had to fucking wash her clothes, and that was a nightmare, dude. Oh, my God. They made her put it into a plastic bag. Then I took the plastic bag, and I went over to the washing machine. I put the whole bag in the washing machine, and I pulled it out real quick. And threw the bag away. Well, whatever residual was on her clothes from the time I pulled that bag.
The exhaust.
Back in the dryer. Holy shit, dude.
Can't breathe.
It was horrible, bro. Horrible. So I could never imagine. I think I would rather get tased because it's quick. You know what I'm saying? It's quick. It's over with. It's a lot of pain.
That's it. Yeah. Once you get up, you recoup. You're good. You're not sitting there with your fucking eyes bloodshot, taste buds all burnt off.
God.
Nostril hairs just sitting on the floor.
Man, horrible.
I've never been pepper sprayed. I'll tell you that.
Man, Mish, if you're out there listening, come in here. It's that time again. Wicked stuff, dude. Wicked stuff, and there's different levels of it.
Oh, I bet.
There's like hot, medium, and
there's like mild.
Yeah, mild, medium, and
fire.
fucking plug up your bunghole because it's It's coming out of this end too, buddy. Jeez, imagine taking that shit, torturing somebody, and just squirting it in their mouth. Little shots. Psst.
You ever seen that commercial with the cop walking up to the car door for the nerds, and he says, "You ever take your pepper spray to a taco? I mean, I don't like a lot of pepper, but just a little."
No, I never seen that.
You ever seen that?
No, but I bet you could actually probably do that.
I doubt it, man. I don't.
It's chemical, but it's still
nasty.
It's still the habanero, whatever that pepper is. It's literally
ghost jalapeno.
That's what it is. Whatever it is. Right? Yeah. Jesus, I couldn't imagine that. Or you do like the Chinese and you death of 1,000 cuts and you just cut them up and then dip them in it. Just go bloop.
Death of the torture. Torture. Yep.
Yeah, the Chinese torture, death of 1,000 cuts. They just give you little tiny slits all over your body.
I like the torture where you bury the guy up to the sand, to his neck, his head in sand.
Yeah.
On a beach, and then cut his neck, a couple of spots, and then let the crabs just crawl.
Nah, I'd rather put him down where the fucking tide comes in.
That's a water torture right there.
Yeah, buddy, dude. That would
waterboarding.
You know what's really sucky is when it's like coming up and it's like inches from you and you're just watching it getting closer and closer and closer.
You're lifting your head up every 2
Then that
inches.
one wave comes and you're like, oh, it's over, dude. That's when
Your nose isn't plugged up. You're fucked.
Well, I don't need to plug my nose. Yeah. No, not even. I don't know.
That
I don't know. I never had to plug my nose when I was going underwater. Always been
if you got a wave in your face, man, that's going up your sinuses, up to your brain.
Blow out your nose. The minute it's going to hit, you just...
And then when you blow out, you have to... you're still underneath water at that point.
You got a few minutes. It's coming back. It's going to go back out, and then you hold your breath again, and that would suck. Oh, my God, bro. Oh, that would suck so bad. Or... What might be a little worse than that? Nah, that would suck just as bad as being in a room filling up with water. Because it's the same circumstances. Think about it. We're in here and it's sealed tight and it starts filling up. Once you get up there, bro, there's no crevices to shove your head up into and take another breath.
Hell no. Once it hits the top, man, you're underneath the water.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be coming out of that.
That's why all those people in Hurricane Katrina went up through their attics through the roof.
Oh, because the water got so high and they got to push through the sheetrock.
Did Michelle show you the pictures? She found all my pictures of Katrina.
Nope.
We were there 72 hours, 24 hours after they started pumping the city out.
Wow.
They did first push, which is they just come in with about 5 bulldozers and push through and open up a pathway to wherever they're going to set up.
Draining.
No, just so they can get into the center of town.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Yep. And then they get the pump set up and start pumping, and then they do second push, which is another set of bulldozers that goes through after the water's pumped.
Forcing the water to...
No.
Just to get through
Just still moving debris.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We were there for first push. It was wicked. Then we were there when some storm fucking came up in the Gulf, and they said, oh shit, evacuate.
Get out of there now. All this pumping and the pushes we did.
Yeah. At one point, I was taking my GPS... And for people that, don't really know the topography of the land over there, at one point, at the lowest spot, I went under this bridge that actually, the bridge is like ground level. The road dips under the bridge, 72 feet at the bottom. Once you're standing at that lowest point, you're 72 feet beneath sea level.
Sea level. Wow.
So, yeah, it was wicked being. It was very humbling standing, looking at the canals, and then walking down the canal. And noticing, holy shit, I just walked down like 14 feet, and that's all filled with water. I was in the 9th Ward, right, where I was standing, knee-deep in mud where people's houses used to be.
Boats all over?
There was everything all over, bro.
Everything was floating.
Everything. Did you ever see a casino barge?
Yes.
They were in the middle of the road. They literally went with torches, cut one end, went through with the bulldozer, cut the other end, and there's your road. There you go.
That's it?
Driving through the center of this fucking casino barge.
Holy
I've got
shit.
pictures of it. Yeah. I've got pictures of houses that were put in... Because Gulfport, Mississippi got hit directly with the storm. All right? That's where the eye came through. A lot of my pictures are up on Google if you Googling it right now.
I was doing Gulfport, Mississippi.
During Katrina, if you look at all the pictures of the marina right there and the church where the wall came down and, US 1, those are all my pictures. I took a lot of them.
Yeah, they'd be done.
Oh, yeah.
Even with the waterways.
Well, see, and that's the
from
thing.
Louisiana.
People don't realize, Hurricane Katrina got hit with the storm. No, it didn't. Gulfport, Mississippi got hit with the storm. Hurricane Katrina put storm surge up into Lake Pontchartrain, and Lake Pontchartrain just burst through the levees. It was wicked. I will never do something like that again. As much as as cool as it was,
It was a nice experience.
It was an experience.
To be there.
I've seen more dead bodies than I've ever seen on TV. I've seen them in real life.
That was historical.
Yeah, definitely. You smell. I can,
Smell death in the air.
Yeah, when you smell rotting, even an
Garbage.
animal rotting is the same smell as a human body. Yeah, but when you realize that it's not only animals that are rotten, and you're digging in a pile and you're loading it into the back of a dump truck, and all of a sudden an arm flops out. You're like,
leg.
"Ugh." Yeah, well, you don't want to pop it because then it stinks even more. So you can't touch it. But now you got to call FEMA in. FEMA's got to call in, cadaver dogs to find more in that pile, and the whole job site's shut down. There was a few times we didn't even say anything.
Cordoned off.
We didn't even say anything. Scooped them up, put them in a dumpster, brought them to the dump. Sorry. Yeah. You shut the job down for weeks, bro. And then you got to
For them
wait.
to do the investigation, for them to search.
Yep. Man, it sucked. Then it got to a point where we started hauling appliances. People were cleaning out their houses and their refrigerators and shit like that. So now we're hauling appliances to the dump. You don't want one of them appliances to open up, one of them refrigerators.
Oh, that shit would stink.
Oh, my God.
Worse than the fucking bodies.
And we were in one area. There was this local supermarket. It was a meat market. And you could see the water line was a good 7 foot. And, yeah, the place
The
got
walk-ins.
Oh, it was horrible, bro. We're all standing around, and I'm actually there with a guy that I'll bring in. We'll talk about it, Anthony Rispoli. I'm there with him. I'm like, you smell that, dude? He's like, yeah, I hope it ain't a fucking body. And then we realize we're standing in this meat market right behind us. We're, leaning on the wall, smoking a fucking cigarette, watching my truck get loaded. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I walk by the front door, and I'm almost gagging right now just thinking about it. It was horrid, bro. Horrid. But again, it was one of the coolest things that I've ever done in my life. Changed my life. Maybe respect those storms a little more.
Just helping out, really made a difference.
If a hurricane hit before I went to Katrina, if a hurricane and I knew a big one was coming right at us, I'd stay put.
We'll start fucking riding this out, New York style, hurricane party.
Now with the respect that
With
I
the
have,
fucking raft,
right,
blowing that shit
now
up.
with the respect, right, so we can go floating down the fucking
The canal?
the canals, right. With the respect that I have of the storm systems and shit like that, and the understanding I have of the weather now, no fucking way.
Evacuation.
I'm going as far inland as I'm going out to St. Leo. St. Leo is pretty high above sea level. It's a college out there.
Where, up north?
It's east of here. Southeast of here. Yeah, the highest point in Florida is all the way up in the Panhandle.
Mm-hmm. Where the mainland is, basically.
Way up there.
Our
Close to the Georgia line. It's the highest point in Florida. It's the highest.
That's where I would go. That would be my first
It's too
instinct,
far
is
of a drive, dude.
Go up Georgia.
St. Leo is about a 40-minute ride from here. And I know back ways. I know all back roads. Hell, I know some fucking orange groves I can cut through. Yeah.
You take the back way there. You're not going to want to take any major
And the
highway.
elevation is way high up above sea level, so I wouldn't worry about a storm surge.
Those highways would be packed.
Right where I live, what was it? What did I look at? I think a 21-foot storm surge. I'm going to have 3 foot of water in front of my house. And a 21-foot storm surge is not unheard of. Not unheard of at all.
And we're so fucking close to the Gulf.
6 miles.
Yeah.
6 miles. That's why I say 21-foot storm surge comes in through the Gulf. I will have 3 foot of water here in my front yard. Now, on Spring Hill Drive when you're heading up towards 19, just before you get to the 7-Eleven, how it dips down, that will all become part of Hunter's Lake. All of that will go under.
Just because of how low it is.
30-something feet under the water.
On top of the hill, it won't really be touched.
It'll be 6 to 8 foot above water over there. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you.
The fucking church.
We're 6+ miles from the Gulf. I will have 3 foot of the Gulf of Mexico here in my front yard. Yeah. We chased devastation from Hurricane Katrina 180 miles north of Gulfport, Mississippi.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, houses ripped from their frames that far north. It's crazy shit, dude. Shit I would never even... It popped sections of I-10 that cross the Gulf of Mexico. Uh-huh. It took them and just popped them up and tossed them.
The pavement?
A whole section of bridge. You know how you got the pylons, and then they set a section in between the pylons, and then another section? Yeah. The whole section. It was 16, 18 sections that they had bridge layers come in. You ever see the Army Corps of Engineers come in with the bridge layer tanks? It's a tank that comes in and rolls, and then it unfolds a bridge section and lays it down. That's how we got in across I-10.
Goddamn.
The whole bridge was gone, bro. Lake Pontchartrain had fucked shit up. I-10 was closed. How
long was the bridge?
That bridge, I don't know, 4 miles, 3 miles. The bridge going across Lake Pontchartrain is 20, 30 miles long. Yeah. Wicked shit, dude. Wicked down there. It's pretty cool. It is. It is. I don't know. I've always been interested in shit like that. Maybe I'm weird. But
no, not at all.
It's reality. It's the world.
You know firsthand what hurricanes could do.
And that's what's scary about it. And that's why I say I won't stick around. If I know a bad one's going to hit, I'm not sticking around.
I don't. The only bad hurricane that I have been in was Hurricane Sandy. And that was it.
And that was bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
And you know
for
what?
Long Island.
I think that is fucking wicked. Not that it's cool or anything, but I think it's wicked that I know somebody that was actually there, and I'm sitting here talking to you. Mm-hmm. Because, like I said, when I got John that lives in New York. He's got friends that live in Long Beach.
Oh, that got fucked up over there, man.
He's got a friend, or his wife's got a friend. They have a friend that lived in Long Beach and was there, man, seeing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking water inside their house about 5 feet high.
And you said you evacuated, right?
I evacuated my house, but it really
And your house was where?
It was Holtzville.
Yeah, which is central Long Island.
About 3 miles north of Patchogue.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I wasn't really that bad. But the whole southern coast got
towards the city more though.
And Mastic.
It did. It flooded, right?
Mastic, Bayshore, Patchogue,
Santa Marichis, all of that over there. Well, that's Mastic. It's
that's Mastic area. Water, same thing over there. The Murchis Inlet.
Yep.
It got all fucked up.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I didn't know about all that. I knew Sandy was bad. I had seen all the shit on TV. I wanted to go up there, bro. I wanted to grab my cameras and go. I didn't have the drone at the time, so I wasn't going.
That would have been perfect to friggin' use the drone.
Yeah, that would have been cool. I would have went straight to Long Beach.
You would have probably gotten subbed out to different news outlets.
News
12 would have fucking subbed you out to freaking fly your drone around.
Yeah. They paid a lot for some of that drone footage that is up there.
Oh, yeah.
I know there's, I'm not going to mention any names, but the one guy that did do a lot of flyovers, he was paid like $25-30 for a day's worth of work.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I mean, I have 4 batteries to my drone. I could fly all day long, nonstop. By the time one battery's dead, the other one's,
And it'll land right in front of you to take the battery out,
That's
put it back in.
That's the beautiful thing.
Throw it back up.
Fully autonomous flight. You know what I mean? I program a flight path in. Yeah. I say how long to hover, what height to hover at, all of that. So, yeah, it would be definitely compelling. We have to get that thing fixed. I had a little crash landing. It wasn't me. Wasn't me. It was
the computer.
It was a firmware problem. When they first came out with the autonomous flight firmware, they didn't have all the bugs. Yeah. Well, it's firmware. It's called firmware. Yeah, for that thing. They didn't have all the bugs. They offered to replace the thing for me. I didn't want to ship it back to them and wait for them to ship me another one because that would have been the second new one. Because I crashed once. I crashed once already. And that one was my fault.
Should have sent it out.
Yeah, well, it's a $50 freaking part.
It's just the housing.
It's all it is. It's
now,
just a case.
Can it fly?
No.
I can't
because the way it crashed, it bent one of the arms that the motors are attached to. So now the propeller is hitting the case. Because the way that it crashed, it just, And the props that I use are not the stock props. They don't flex.
They don't flex, yeah.
They're carbon fiber.
Yeah. That are nice
and that was for stability and performance. Mm-hmm. I lose battery time because of those props, But when I'm hovering in a 30-mile-an-hour headwind, that thing just tilts into the wind and stays right where it's at. Anything over 30 mile an hour is a little rough, you know. But gusts are rough. 30 mile an hour gusts, that's rough. But a straight wind, oh yeah, that's a decent one.
Now, if you had the stock props on, that would fuck the whole thing up.
Oh God, it'd be all over the place. Yeah, it would be almost uncontrollable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be focused good enough. Or
Yeah. That's one thing I want to make sure that, you know, I get that thing fixed, and depending on what we do, something like that happens, definitely going to take footage. Unfortunately, there's so many people that have drones now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was one of the first here in Florida to have the one that I have. There was probably other ones, but mine was groundbreaking. Now I know of, you know, tons of people.
Is there upgraded models now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's an octocopter. An 8-motored copter. It has
holy shit
8 motors. It's capable of lifting one of those cameras right there. It's capable
twice as big as yours?
It's twice as big, bro. It's capable of a 21-pound payload. So you have a baby in its baby carriage, and all the weight equals up to, say, 18 pounds. I can come grab that fucking thing and fly off with it with one of those choppers. That is also one of the FAA's biggest concerns with these new drones, because let's say some schmeckle from terrorist-ridden state gets one of these, right, takes a dirty bomb, and goes flying with it.
Mm-hmm.
What's it going to take? Yeah, okay, I know you got snipers all over the White House, but, I mean, let's be honest, dude. You come down... I could take mine 5,000 feet in the air.
And then just drop wherever it's...
And then just shut it off, dude. I mean, I just push the down button. Mm-hmm. She's coming down. She's coming down
you like
hard.
It or not, yeah.
And honestly, I've done it to mine. It starts coming down so fast that it's an unrecoverable drop rate. When you do go to try and recover it, she comes down hard. I came down from 130 feet after doing that.
Now, when you shut it off, can you turn it back on?
If I shut it off in mid-flight, it'll automatically go into autonomous mode, come back and land within 1 meter of where it took off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't really damage it?
No, it will not.
It wouldn't fuck it all up.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about it. If you're flying it with the remote and you fly out of range of the remote, it'll stop, hover. You'll see on the camera GPS mode engaged, turns around, comes right back to you.
Until it gets back in range of the remote?
Nope.
No, it'll just...
You have to actually physically switch back...
to manual?
To manual mode, yeah. Because it automatically goes in and there's a toggle on it that you have to flip up and flip back down to take over. And then it'll be like... and start hovering. Then you know you have it again. You can see in some of my videos, you can tell when I'm flying it and you can tell when it goes to autonomous.
When you took over?
Yeah.
When the computer...
When it automatically took itself over, right. Yeah. I love that thing. I could talk about it all day. It was fun. I want to get it back up in the air, though. It is a lot of fun. The shit that you could see. I mean, just think about flying around your neighborhood, New York, with it. The things you could see at 150 feet and just fly it off and let it come back to you and then look at the footage and be like, wow, I didn't know that was there. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was there. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, look at this one sunbathing in the backyard. I'm going to have to go back there.
Well, I wasn't even thinking about that. But
also,
I was
one of the FCC's concerns,
Earth.
Google Earth will pay you money.
To fly?
To do snapshots, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was going to buy this one. It was $21,000 for this one drone.
Damn.
And it was fully autonomous up to like a 60-mile range, 4-hour flight time. The program that was the photography program that was programmed into it was approved for Google Maps to take the topography pictures and to set up for
height,
it was this thing was amazing.
They had a whole layout of what you could do.
And now that the boss lady's here, when I told her how much, and what was really cool about it is the thing was designed, engineered in Poland. So we were all about it. You remember that drone I wanted to buy from Poland? We were all about it until we got a hold of the guy and he finally answered her back. She called him in Poland because she speaks Polish, spoke to him, and then he told us how much it cost.
That was the end of that.
That was the end of that phone call.
No, we were done. 21,000 and change.
And the thing was no bigger than this table right here.
That's still fucking big.
It was big,
That's
yes.
big.
It had, what was it, like a 14-foot wingspan on the thing?
God damn.
Yeah, it was huge. It was a drone, dude. It was a big fucking aerial, fully autonomous. You plug it in, or the flight path, you put it on a stick. You know, the, what do we? The USB, sticks.
yeah,
you
yeah.
put it on that. You plug it in. You push this button. It reads it. Then it goes on this launcher. You know, like the military's got where they launch their little drones. It by
the
spring
little launch pad,
goes
yeah,
on the
yeah.
launcher. It takes over and flies its path. Comes back via parachute. It shuts itself down. Drops. Parachute comes out of the nose. Fucking thing was wicked. And the Polacks made it.
And the Polacks make.
I got her mic off, so. Yeah, well, that was somebody else's technology, so go easy.
Somebody else's technology. They just engineered
Rick, you
the,
all right? Oh, girlfriend calling.
Hello.
No girlfriend? Oh, you don't have no girlfriend. No. All right, so where are we at with the news, bro? Because we've been talking shit about the drones and all, and Hurricane
I was
Katrina, and
a little earlier, I was reading a report in Newport Richey when police attempted to pull over 22-year-old Michael Rinaldi for a broken license plate light.
This is a good one.
Monday.
Yeah.
An officer finally caught up with him as he pulled into his home on Alaska Avenue in Newport Richey. According to police report, Rinaldi refused to sit inside his four-door Chevy, so the officer ordered him on the ground. The officer says that when he went into his when he went into the car window, he noticed a gym bag what appeared to be bags of marijuana sitting on top.
Dun, dun, dun.
Lower inside the gym bag, there were a large quantity of lollipops and peanut butter cups, but not the kind you would buy in the store. Police say they turned out to be marijuana edibles, candy infused with pot. The candy, along with 2 vacuum-sealed marijuana bags, totaling the weight of 6.74 pounds.
Ruh-roh.
Now, what I'm wondering is, do they charge the candy weight? Like
Yep,
it's
the sugar weight, the chocolate weight, everything.
Every single material.
If you
that's
get
inside
caught
of the
cultivating marijuana,
Yeah.
they take the fucking plant with the fucking pot, all the soil, the roots, the leaves, the stems, everything,
weigh the whole
it
fucking
up.
thing.
That bitch weighs 30 pounds. There you go.
Whether
and now
it's-
you got 10 plants in here, so 30 times 10, that's how much fucking marijuana you have.
Damn.
A kid made marijuana brownies.
Yeah.
Okay, he put in maybe a quarter in the whole batch of brownies.
Yeah.
Ended up getting charged with how much the
with the
brown
weight, yeah, with
of
the weight
the
of
flour,
the brownie.
the everything.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering. I
The
mean, because they
whole
can't extract the marijuana itself and take the the sugar.
What
and
are they going
the
to do? Ask
chocolate.
them, how many grams did you put in each one?
How many grams?
You have to tell us so we can make your charges right. Don't fuck us.
So now it says he's being charged with the possession of 20 grams, more than 20 grams.
More than 20 grams. That's how they
Possession
do
of
it.
and
cannabis.
resisting arrest without violence.
Yeah, but dude, if you just as much sneeze and pull your arm up and go, achoo, up to your face.
That's resisting arrest.
Yeah, that's resisting arrest without violence, bro.
And if the cop's holding your arm while you sneeze and your hand goes up, you're ripping your arm from their hand, their grip. That's violence.
with violence.
Yes.
That's with violence.
Yes, and if the cop says you're under arrest and you go, no, I'm not, and rip your arm out of his hand, no pun intended, that is resisting arrest with violence. Because if he announces you're under arrest and you rip your arm away,
That's violence. Yeah.
he's afraid. I made the
because he's
mistake.
fearing for
I
his
made the
fucking life.
mistake of telling the cop he better go get his friend. Little did I know his friend was already behind me. I turned around, like the dude was like, it was like Keystone all the way, bro. If it was filmed, it would have been funny.
Right there.
Because when I said it, I was like, he's like, you're under arrest. I'm like, you better go get a friend. The dude could have just tapped me on the shoulder. It would have been hilarious. I'd have been like, oh, yep, going to jail.
Got a friend. No phone a friend. You got a friend.
Yeah, there's no phone a friend on that one, dude. There's no pass to go. I was going to jail. Even if I tried to beat that dude up, the guy behind me would have fucking boot stomped my head so hard. And then once the other guy realized that the guy behind me had him down, he would have got up and joined the fucking river dance on my face.
Fucking choking you out. The guy right behind you.
No, they wouldn't have choked me out. They don't do that here in Hernando.
You don't know.
They just river dance on your face after you're in handcuffs.
Did you,
Pop your eyeball out of your head.
Did you talk about the homeless guy on the mountain?
We did talk about the homeless guy on the mountain, didn't we?
No, we didn't.
We didn't.
We did
no,
talk
that's
about
right,
the
because
guy.
we just
Right.
found out
Still
about that yesterday.
Refresh
Yes, we
the
talked about it
listeners
yesterday.
about the story.
Yeah, so our listeners, if you've been listening to the show, we spoke about the story when it first happened, or shortly after, and I believe it was back when Paulie was on with us. Do you have that up by any chance, Tim?
It just happened.
No, it happened a while ago. They shot him a while ago. They've just now been brought to charges. I know because I've followed the story from day one. So
Pull it up.
Pull it out, up, in, something.
I'm pulling it out.
Don't pull it too much.
It's coming up. It's coming.
Oh, boy.
No chatters. What the fuck?
No chat. I know, right? What the hell's going on? No, somebody just.
There's John.
There's two.
That's what I
It's
said.
just John. That's all.
John and
It's
you.
only John.
John and you.
Oh, this was in Albuquerque.
Yes, it was in Albuquerque, New Mexico, up in the mountains. When did it happen?
I clicked YouTube.
August sometime of last year or September of last year sometime.
There was a video posted
Of
in
the actual
March
shooting.
of 2014.
Right. So March of 2014, shortly before that is when it
Okay,
happened.
mark it in the calendar. Louis was right.
Which, there's a lot of marks in that calendar.
There's a lot of marks in the other calendar,
too. Hey, Solomon, what's up, buddy? How are you? Welcome to the show.
Have you been with us the whole time?
Have you been with us, you son of a bitch? You're not chatting?
He usually chimes in while we're
I know,
talking.
I know. Yeah. I just like breaking people's balls.
2 police officers in Albuquerque, New Mexico will face charges for killing a homeless camper.
Mm-hmm.
The former detective, Keith Sandy, the officer, Dominic Perez, will face murder charges in the death of James Boyd, 38 years old. The lawyers argued the 2 men were will be cleared of wrongdoing. The fatal shooting in March last year sparked city protest, some violent, and came amid a federal investigation into the police department's practices. A year-long U.S. investigation found Albuquerque police had inappropriately killed suspects and used more force on those with mental illness. They don't know if they have mental illness. That's they're using force on these people who are mentally ill, but I don't think the police officers know they're mentally ill until
they get them in there and questioning or whatever.
Yeah, until they look at their background.
Or they find
about
out
it.
their name. They don't even have to tell them they don't know their name.
No,
the
they
problem with this is I did see the video, and it stops the video right before they shoot him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when there is 5 or 6 cops, it's an open area in the daylight. You got a homeless man standing there with 2 knives, 1 knife in each hand.
These dudes are holding
even if they threw the knife.
AR-16s.
What? And they sent the dog after him. So why not just send the dog, or why not tase them, or mace them, or pepper spray, or this or that, or whatever? But no.
Boyd was killed on the foothills of Sandia Mountains on the east side of Albuquerque following a standoff. Protests against Boyd's killers occurred after the video emerged of police shooting him, filmed on a helmet cam.
Yep.
In the video, Boyd appears to be surrendering. Police shoot a grenade at him. After the smoke clears, Boyd holds up 2 small knives in his hand. Police shoot him several times after yelling at him to get on the ground.
Yeah.
Several times. One time wasn't enough, right?
With fucking 2 knives.
Did you see the weapons they had?
Yeah, he had an AR. One has a
Right.
friggin' looks like a sniper rifle.
Right.
But on top of all that, right now, both officers have an opportunity.
And yes, Solomon, another Ferguson is coming.
They're possibly going to be charged with murder.
Just like I said about the FEMA camps earlier in the show, if you would have had
Gotten up earlier.
Well, if it was one cop, there would be a Ferguson situation going on. But there's a whole bunch of cops shooting this man.
Yeah, absolutely.
The protests have been going on there.
What's going to end up happening is, like we were talking about earlier in the show, shit's going to get out of hand because of the police country. It's not a police state anymore. The whole country is a police state now. We're going to end up. I'm afraid.
All he was doing was illegally camping.
So what would be the actual charge for that? I guess it's trespassing, maybe
vagrants if he doesn't have ID
right,
on
vagrants, loitering,
Loitering, yes.
maybe, yeah. But I mean, you know what? I don't know if anybody's ever seen Judge Dredd, but that's what it seems like. These cops are just judge, jury, and executioners. Yep.
They're taking the proper precautions with what they see in their eyes is a threat.
Solomon, look up. Let me see here. Where was that? Do this for your show, Solomon, because I know you guys talk about a lot of the same political bullshit that's going on that we talk about. You should bring this up. Where the fuck is that story now? Oh, it's on yournewswire.com. And it is the headline. If you scroll down on the little doohickey there, it says Supreme Court green lights FEMA camps. So yeah, it's up on our Facebook page too, Solomon. So I would talk about that to your listeners as well. Try to make people aware that when this happens, if you oppose the government in any way, shape, or form, they can just come take you and lock you up in a FEMA camp. And like I said, right there just north of Highway 98 on 476, maybe 40 minutes north of here in the woods, we have a FEMA camp. And that is confirmed by one of my friends, close friend of mine, the listener, who was stopped driving down the road by UN troops. Not U.S., not reserve, Nations. Yes. United Nations.
Not MP.
No. And he's been around a while and knows the difference. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Crazy shit is coming. Crazy shit. What are you looking at?
None
your asshole.
None.
I just, with this homeless guy from someone who was homeless at one point in her life.
Well, never.
I would. Not to that extreme,
correct?
But pretty,
pretty damn
we could have went that way.
Yeah.
And if I would have been shot because I just wanted to sleep, I mean.
Yeah, well, no, I agree with that. I would have. They would have shot me too.
The fuck was he pulling out knives for, though? I don't
Mental illness, dude. You get to a point where you snap. You get to a point where you just
You're
can't.
looking down 5 friggin' different gun barrels that are held by law
enforcement. They've already
threw
a flash grenade
threw
at
a
him.
flashbang at him.
They've already tried tasing him. I would be pissed. But I wouldn't be up there with just a knife either. You know, I mean,
Well, what if
he's homeless. That was the only thing he could
yeah,
afford.
but he couldn't get a gun because he's homeless.
with those knives, you are surrounded by weapons. You think about where you are. Think about your environment. Think about survival. There's weapons everywhere.
You don't know his state of mind.
No. You use those knives to make other booby traps. You surround your perimeter with booby traps.
Listen here,
Dude,
Rambo.
they wouldn't have. Listen. It's
Rambo.
all. You have to be that way. You have to be. You have to think about a situation in the world we live in, unfortunately. If the possibility is there that you have to live like this, you need to really know how to protect yourself. And if that means that you can't get your hands on an actual physical firearm, then you use your surroundings. There are things out there that are deadly. There's leaves that you could kill people. There's plant extracts.
I think you've been watching too much of Naked and Afraid.
I was thinking
Thanks a lot, honey.
I was thinking about dual survival, actually.
I do watch a lot of those kind of shows. I
Both of
also
them.
read a lot of survival articles online.
Watching Rambo a little too much.
I did when I was a kid, let me tell you.
I'm going to be camping in the woods, so I'm going to take my Chinese stars, my sword.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's exactly my point. There you go. One of those. I'm reading that too.
Solomon says, yeah, I would have started lunging and slicing, at least taking 1 or 2 of them down with me.
They were too far away, Solomon.
Taking someone with you.
They were too far away from him.
Yeah, it wouldn't happen. They kept their distance, and that's why you do a 100-yard perimeter. Anybody comes in within that 100 yards, something happens, you go, whoa, 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 whoa. Guys, I suggest you backing up a little bit because you're walking right into hell. And then you take cover. You already have a rock thing shelter built. You could stack rocks and make a shelter.
Cover on a rock. I'm picturing him with a rock like this big.
I'm in my desert igloo.
Grabbing a pellet, put it by my forehead. I hide in. You not see me. Like my cat. He'll sit behind the curtains and his head's covered, but the rest of his body's sticking out, but he acts like you can't see me.
You can't see. You can see me.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
hiding.
I would, yeah. listen, like I said, up there in where he was, Albuquerque, New Mexico. And if you look at the mountainside, and it only took me a few minutes to evaluate this and have the thought in my head. I would have built a rock shelter first of all to protect me from the elements.
Or find a cave.
Which is few and far between out there unless you're way deep. And if he was far enough in to find a cave, they wouldn't fucking found him anyway.
Oh, hell no.
So that was the thing. He was right off. He was visible off of a main highway.
I don't understand how police were dispatched to this location.
He was visible off of a main highway. Yep.
But they got to come there with the artillery that they had?
Yeah, they don't know. With everything
that's
going on in
yes,
Paris
and I know what you're
New
say,
York and everywhere, there's so much right now. You can't look at it, even us going to the store. You turn around to take an AG to school. You do not know what condition mentally what these people are in.
Yeah, no, and I agree with that. And being charged with it's getting there, baby.
What do you mean it's getting there?
It's done.
Oh, you're done with the hat? Oh, sweet. You got to put a little poofy ball on top?
No.
Yeah, you should put a little poofy ball.
I don't want a poofy ball. It's supposed to be in the back like that.
Okay, well, it's better than the last one. The last one wouldn't have fit an infant.
Better, but that's why I'm practicing.
The last one was funny. She puts it on her head. It's like this. It was for a baby.
The first one.
The first one. That's right. The last one. What happened to the last one?
It's in there.
Is it? Does that one fit?
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway. So I'm glad these guys are getting charged. Is it the two?
No,
or
we don't know yet.
Oh,
no,
so
we don't know yet.
Don't know.
They are on administrative leave with pay.
Yeah, the homeless are so dangerous and intimidating. I know that. Be careful; they'll take the fiberglass ugly stick out of that tent and whip you to death with it.
I feel that anybody
or
can
unless St. Petersburg has already come and cut your tent up. So
listen. I think any person, homeless, non-homeless,
yes, it doesn't matter who you are.
Snap and hurt anybody.
Absolutely.
And you know that they're not on any kind of medication,
right?
I mean, being homeless.
Look at these PCP monsters. Well, you don't know. Dude's up there smoking PCP for 3 days. All of a sudden, goes off in a fit of rage because he sees two cops.
And
you could shoot that motherfucker 5 times, unless you kill him on the first shot in the head or stop his heart. He's not gonna stop coming at you.
I was
PCP is probably still around somewhere, babe. I would imagine.
What is that? LSD, right?
I think so. Yeah, PCP, LSD, angel dust, all of that shit.
Oh.
I know angel dust is fucking hot up in Michigan and all of that, big time. Remember we were watching the Drugs Inc. thing about the dust in Detroit.
Angel dust, angel dust. Yep. There's a lot of angel dust.
Yep. What were they calling it? Dips.
Dips. Yeah.
Dips. Dippers. That's what it was. Yeah.
Dippers. Don't ask me how I know that.
You must have watched the same show as I did.
I did see that documentary, actually.
Not to be confused with dabs.
Not to be confused with dabs, right? Dibs, what is it called again? Dippers. Dippers is definitely not the same as dabs.
It's liquid...
liquid...
ecstasy... acid that
is
you would...
It acid or is it angel dust?
Oh, angel dust. I'm sorry. Okay, angel dust. That you have a little... liquid vial.
Right.
You dip a cigarette in.
And you smoke the cigarette. And then you
go
that's what they were doing. Fucking bonkers.
You get wet.
Yeah. You get wet. Is that what it's called? That's we watched the
what is
Drugs
it, raining?
Inc. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's fucking raining out. No, we watched the Drugs Inc. Episode. Yeah, and they were showing how, there's a good chance you could lose your fucking mind and go crazy.
Oh, yeah.
One dude cut his genitals off and was walking around the street butt ass naked in Detroit.
With his fucking nuts fucking hanging out?
Naked, and he cut his dick off, his nuts off, and was walking around bleeding all over the place.
Jesus.
Yeah. The video's on the internet,
shit,
though.
Synthetic drug. I don't know what kind.
Let me fix your mic, baby.
Salvia.
Because I can hear. There's.
I can hear voices.
Yeah. No. There is synthetic heroin out there now.
Crocodilio, whatever it is.
I don't know.
Do you know what that is, bro?
I've never heard of it.
I saw the documentary on.
Do you
Drugs
know what crocodile is?
No.
It's pretty much gasoline. It's pretty much petroleum you're injecting straight into your skin. That's why it rots your flesh.
How isn't people dying from fucking injecting it?
They are.
No, well, they're not dying
There's
instantly.
no deaths yet of it. Yeah,
I bet you there is.
I bet there
rotting.
is deaths about
Yeah,
it, but
I'm
if they're
sure.
rotten, it's a flesh-eating disease. or
First time
virus
I
or
saw
whatever it
that,
is.
I was like, and that shit don't bother me unless it's my own fucking flesh hanging off. Then I would get sick, but somebody else's, no, it doesn't. That one made me sick.
Now it burns my ass when they say synthetic marijuana. I'm not.
I don't mean to keep moving your mic like that, baby.
I know,
You keep
no.
moving your head, so.
It's what the synthetic people consider synthetic marijuana.
Yeah, when they
It's
call it synthetic
actually
marijuana,
potpourri.
she gets
Potpourri.
pissed. It's not synthetic
Potpourri.
marijuana. Yeah,
Spices potpourri.
yeah.
It says right on there. This is potpourri.
Potpourri.
Yeah,
Do not
potpourri.
use for human
Potpourri.
consumption.
Yeah.
K2.
That's
See,
wicked shit, bro.
She wasn't K2
I don't
back
know.
in the day. Ketamine or
Ketamine,
whatever.
special
that's
K.
Special K,
Yeah,
ketamine.
Ketamine. It's a horse tranquilizer. No, that
Yes.
was different.
See, like, look at all these
People would go
retarded
into what's
ass
called a
drugs.
black hole.
Yes. Oh my god.
K-hole.
A K-hole.
You have-
That's what it was.
You
yeah.
have no idea.
Shows you how much I know about it.
K-hole.
I worked for
Um,
Denny's at the time, and let me tell you that to watch somebody go into that black hole,
K-hole.
and or whatever, and to talk to them, and they're looking right at you, but
They're
don't.
not there.
They're not there.
Yeah.
It's-
I didn't believe it at first until I seen it.
I said, you need to
firsthand.
come up here at 2:00 in the morning and watch this shit.
I'm like, no, stop.
There
I
were
went up there,
guys
dude.
that would be going to the bathroom and go into the black hole while they were holding their pee-pee, and that was crazy. And there was another guy that went into it and was sitting there and put his face, like, passed out, like, and put his face in his Grand Slam and syrup and everything. And so
When you did the it reminded me of the sigh in the bounty hunt.
that's what it
Guy
sounds
just
like.
lost his life.
No, he didn't. I'm telling you.
I guess I should change
He
that.
must
'cause
have
if we're
lost
bounty
8
hunting the dude. We don't want to kill him. We want to bring him in, right?
He didn't lose his
Guy
life.
just lost his fucking life.
Well, he got shot. That's what it is. We shot him.
Yeah, he just took his last breath.
No, he didn't. He lost.
For everybody that's
He
wondering,
lost 1,000,000 lives when he shot it.
when enough said, I had the fucking cops open it up on him too. When we finally do produce the bounty hunt, you'll hear the intro that I made. And let me see if I can find it real quick. It's pretty funny.
I have to
I
restart
don't
my
think I
computer.
have. What happened?
It's fucking not pulling up. It made me close out Spreaker.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it? The
It said kill
shockwave.
pages. Yeah.
Oh,
Shockwave, not
shockwave crashed.
exactly.
All right, I got to do a virus scan on it. You over there looking at the fucking?
No, I'm not looking at
cameras
that.
again?
I'm not.
Over there too, Timmy.
Holy shit, he's gonna clog up both computers with porn.
We clocked a lot of hours in the last couple of
Oh my
days.
god, bro! I couldn't believe how much we were looking at those cams, man. I found a free cam site. What the hell was the name? Creep Shots Live.
Yeah, I can go blind.
And we
watching
were
that
laughing
shit.
because, I mean, there's dudes on there that are actually paying these chicks to do shit. Now, why would I even buy a fucking one token when I can let your stupid ass sit there all day and pay this chick and I can watch for free?
Shit, you're using it. If I was using tokens to this website, I'd say let's go to a fucking private
I'm
room.
such a skyming motherfucking bastard. I would set up a video camera to record that and broadcast it on a different site.
Yeah, you would get more money for free.
I ain't doing nothing. I'm just
You're not doing
rebroadcasting this bitch.
Yeah. There's got to be piracy issues over there.
I don't give a shit.
It's called digital media copyright, DMCA.
You just got to pay.
Yeah, I've gotten threatened with one.
Yeah, I took care of that.
Nice.
Yeah, I threatened them back.
Oh,
I got a letter from a lawyer telling me to stop using this picture. I was like, dude, let me tell you something. I got the picture off the internet, which makes it public domain. It doesn't have no copyright or trademark on the fucking picture when I got it. All right, if you don't stop with this fucking bullshit, we're reporting my image on Facebook. I'm going to send somebody to come fucking visit you and break your goddamn legs. It stopped. They stopped reporting my shit. The lawyer never contacted me again.
If it was off the internet, there's no reason for him to contact you.
Well,
saying,
that
"Stop
was
using
my
it."
thing, dude. I'm like, bro, now you're fucking harassing me. I'm going to send somebody to break your fucking legs. I'm getting tired of this. Because every time I go to post this picture, this guy would report it.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't fall. I checked. It does not fall. Unless the picture does not have trademark or copyright on it,
yeah,
I will use the shit out of it legally. Because if you listen, and you read the digital media copyright fucking laws, it has to be marked. Now, on all our images, I got smarter than the average Mo. All right, you can't see it until I fucking put it and I change it onto black and white. Bang! In comes the watermark. So anybody takes one of my photos, all I got to do is take the color out of it, and the watermark shows. It says copyright TSRN, Kennedy Studios LLC.
No one's gonna be using those. Nope. And if they do, they're getting fucked.
I can sue them. Yeah. And that's just like Talk Shit Radio Network. Anybody rebroadcasts anything that we do, I can go after them for that DMCA or DMCS, I think it's called. It's a digital media copyright law. It's pretty wicked, and that's what YouTube keeps hitting me with. But again, I read the FCC guidelines on broadcasting, and as long as we're a talk radio, we can broadcast music and not have to worry about the certain digital media copyright laws. Now, do we push that here on Talk Shit Radio Network to the absolutely positively limit? Yes. That's why we always throw in talking in between some of our music. Now,
a little loop.
We do a little, we do some long-ass rock blocks, and that's why I say we push it to the limit right there.
But we're still Talk Shit Radio Network.
Did you know anything over 5 hours of straight music, we're no longer a talk radio?
I didn't know.
It's regular music radio. So that's why I started reading all that, and it works out. The 5 hours, we cut it off. We start a new show.
Well, that's why we keep on talking.
Timer resets. Yeah.
You got to say a couple of things in there.
Solomon, my friend, there's a few things you got to freaking watch out for, buddy, in this industry, and I didn't realize it at first when we first started. I created Kennedy Studios and all of this shit, LK Broadcasting, all of that, a while back when I was doing the news. And we did a lot of rebroadcasts. Mm-hmm. And then I learned through threats and, emails and letters from lawyers saying, hey, you can't use that shit.
Can't do that.
You got to pay royalties, this and that. And
we want ours.
Right, yeah. So not that I ever infringed on anybody's rights where I had to pay them anything like that. I've always worked it out somehow, some way,
covered up.
Basically, yeah. Just fucking. I'm new at this, dude. Give me a break, right? Yeah, but that's what prompted me to go ahead and download the FCC
regulations,
rules and regulations for broadcasting. That's also where I learned where to get my license for my FM and AM broadcasters. Frequency license to broadcast, the tower permit, the construction permit to put the tower up, all of that shit. I mean, well, we're going to be there. We're going to be there by next year, bro.
We'll be there.
By next year. I am, yeah.
You're really positive? Well, not positive.
I am 100% positive.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. When we get off the air today and you start playing music, I'll talk to you about what I've had in the works for a few months.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been telling you, February, I'm going to turn everything around. And here we are, almost close to February.
Really
I've had some jobs that have been in the works, and it just had to get to a point where what I have to do, well, you know how a fucking construction job progresses. If you're the roofer, you come in at a certain point.
You gotta lay the blocks down first before the roof.
If you're the fucking window guy, you come in right after the roofer gets there to close the building in, and you know what I'm saying. So I have to wait. I had to wait. So now I'll be able to go in and do the deal, and it's all with the cameras and all of that kind of shit. And it's that's why I'm in such a hurry to get the drone fixed. I'm going to need the drone. It's a little real estate gig. A couple of weddings, couple of $high weddings coming up, which I'm gonna have to teach you how to do wedding photography. That's a whole different story. Anybody can go out and take fucking pictures. Wedding photography,
whether they're good pictures or not, you have to know where to fucking.
Well, I could take a shitty picture and make it a good picture.
Yeah,
yeah. We have
we have a cleanup program.
iClone, bro.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? The 3D program. I mean, there's. I told you, I spent a lot of money on software, dude.
I got it.
You have not clicked on half the shit that's in this computer.
I didn't want to touch
Well, because the broadcasting screen's up. You can't really see what it's even there.
I don't want to fuck up the broadcast.
There's one program, bro, to where like I could take our audio file, and even if my mic sounds like shit,
Yeah.
And your mic sounds like crap. I put it through this program and it cleans it up. It takes the background noise out of it. It's just amazing. It was just, yeah. And that was all shit that I called up the rep at Marketech where I bought all the equipment from, the video board.
Support.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, this is what I'm doing. This is what I need. Set
fullest.
me up.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to use it to the fullest. Yeah.
He's like, you need this, you need this, you need this, you need this, you need this. I'm like, okay, put a an estimate together. Tell me how much all that cost. I got that and I went. Needless to say, I didn't get everything that was on that list. I called him back. I was like, all right, dude, let me clarify something to you. I got to do this the MacGyver way. So I need the bare minimum.
Tell me what I basically need.
For the bare minimum.
What do I need to get going?
Yeah, he starts laughing. He's like, all right, so when you mean bare minimum, I'm like, I got about $25,000 to spend right now. Which, I mean, I ended up, we're way past that now.
That budget went right out the window.
Way out the window, bro. Way out the window.
Floating above the clouds.
I'm still getting dirty looks over that shit from the old lady because I borrowed it from her. Yeah, so way past the budget. Yeah.
Not good, let me tell you. If you want to go into business, don't borrow the money from your wife.
That's the worst thing. You got to live with her every single day. You got to hear it every single day.
Yeah, you ain't getting away. Not only are you paying for that shit, you're paying for that shit.
It's worse than a debt collector.
I sure hope she ain't listening.
Oh, she's listening.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to see her come through in about 30 seconds.
With the broom.
The frying pan.
You'll hear... And then silence from me. You won't hear nothing from the rest of the show.
Lou is out for the day, so...
And I do mean out. I'm going to have to pick him up and move him out of my way so I can finish the broadcast.
I'm going to have to jump in the driver's seat now, so...
He is literally on the floor under the table.
Michelle, you dropped him. Help me out.
Yeah, right? You did it.
You did it.
So apparently the other night, I was broadcasting, not to change tune, but Solomon just... I just thought about it. Looking at his chat and everything. Apparently, Brooksville Bob snuck in the broadcasting booth the other night and took over the radio station.
Did he?
Uh-huh.
Was he doing the music?
Nah, he was trying to, I don't know. I didn't get a chance to listen to
He was here real quick.
Solomon, if you remember what night it was, let me know, because I'm going to go ahead and try and isolate it, find it on that show that night. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sift through it, and I want to see what he said.
I bet I can figure it out right now if I just go to...
I don't know.
Was it the block party? Probably was.
It was one of the block parties, but I don't remember what night it was. So,
because I just look at chat.
Yeah, it was quite interesting. Night before last, Solomon said. So somewhere along the lines, he got into the studio and which, I mean, he hasn't been here in so long, so any fucking thing that he does, I want to isolate it and use it as a bit, because he's a dick.
He's an asshole.
He's an asshole.
Yeah, it was.
You owe me a beer.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Monday? Wait.
Today's
Monday.
Wednesday. So
Monday night.
Monday. Was it Monday night?
Yes.
All right. So Monday night, I'm going to have to go through that. I'm going to have to cut that out and take it. Brooksville Bob is a quote-unquote self-proclaimed survivalist / prepper. Now,
primitive.
Yeah. If you've ever been to Brooksville Bob's house and seen the type of prepping he's got, let me just put it this way. He's got a loaf of bread and a fucking jar of mayonnaise in a cabinet, and he says he's prepping for disaster. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's got a box of 22 shells and a 38 caliber pistol.
That's good.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
He's prepared.
He's ready.
He's
you know
ready,
what I mean?
man.
That's how much of a prepper Brooksville Bob is.
He's ready.
Yeah, I had Brooksville Bob over a friend of mine's house, and there was this girl who was there who was from Brooksville. And Bob starts talking, and, you know, I'm explaining to him how he become and on the show and all of that. And you could see the hatred in this girl's eyes. The more and more Brooksville Bob goes on and on and on. And I didn't realize it. I seen it, but I didn't realize it. Well, the next day we're over at our friend's house, and she's not there. And my mutual friend says, yo, what's her face? Does not like the Brooksville Bob. I'm like, why? She thinks it's just very demeaning. She's from Brooksville. She was born there and this and that and the whole, you know.
Fucking touchy.
And I'm like, well, it's supposed to.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're supposed to.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Brooksville Bob, hence the name, hence just a question. Are you from up north? Here, a slight accent. No.
Who?
I guess
no,
me.
we're not from up north at all.
No, not me.
We know nothing about up north.
I'm from Boston. I park my car in the parking lot, and what else did they say over there?
I parked the car in the yard.
In the yard.
In the yard.
Yeah, in the yard. What else you got from the Bostonians? I don't know.
We're not Boston.
Yeah. Smoke a fucking pack of cigarettes.
Where do you think we're from, Solomon?
Yeah, both of us are born and raised on Long Island, Solomon. He says, laugh out loud for those of you that are listening and not chatting with us.
He's like, I hear a slight accent.
Just a little one.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Just
slight?
A little one. Listen, I got to get Henry the Hitman in here.
Why? Because he's full-blown
Holy
Guido.
fucking shit,
Long
bro.
Island, Staten Island.
30, the tree and 1, 2, 3. And, it's awesome.
In the bedroom.
Oh, yeah. Throw him overboard. Hey, yo, Jimmy. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yo, Jimmy.
Yeah, definitely, bro. It's hilarious with him on. Yeah. He's yet to come on because and he don't even have a Facebook page. He just doesn't want people. He's like, dude.
He doesn't want people looking at him.
Not even that.
Him.
He's like, bro, I'll be divorced in a minute. I'll be divorced in a minute, he says. He's like, bro, there'll be so many chicks hitting me up. I will be divorced in a minute. I'm like, all right, well,
Facebook's not a good idea for you.
I got a stepdad from Jersey. Jeez, he's an asshole. Well, we're assholes also.
Yeah, well,
that's just the area.
I was just gonna say it comes with the territory, bro.
Exactly. It's just basically the environment we grew up on.
That's what it is.
There's
man.
nobody friendly up in Long Island.
And listen, yeah, Jersey people and Long Island people, they don't particularly like each other. Even though Staten Island's in New York, people from Long Island don't like Staten Island people.
No.
I used to date a girl, all right, who I won't mention her name, but Deanna used to say that it was Strong Island versus Staten Island. I'm like, yeah, that's where we used to dump our garbage.
Yeah, where the dump was.
She goes, what do you mean? I'm like,
Well, they dumped so much garbage there, it started poking out of the water. They said, fuck it, let's build on it.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
Exactly what happened.
Right.
They
She
took
goes,
the fucking...
No. I said, yeah, you better read some fucking history,
They
chickie.
took the subway dirt that they dug out from the boroughs, from New York City, Queens, Brooklyn,
Dumped
Bronx,
it all there.
and dumped it right on a bunch of garbage that was in the middle of the ocean.
Yep. And then kept on dumping and dumping and dumping until the garbage went boink, out of the water one day. And they said,
fuck it, let's keep going.
Because they got to cover it with dirt now.
Yep.
So
Because it smells like shit and it's wafted in their area.
Yep. So now they said, fuck it,
Let's call it Staten Island.
a.k.a. Stinky Island.
And it still smells like shit out there on
Yes, it
Staten
does.
Island.
Methane like a motherfucker. You don't want to drive through there with open flame in some spots.
Oh, start some fires.
Yeah.
Start some fires.
Although over there in Long Beach, they have that dump over there in Long Beach.
Long Beach, that Oceanside over there.
Yeah,
right?
Oceanside.
Oceanside,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, over there, and you could see the methane tubes.
Uh-huh.
The reason I know that is because there was a tow company right there, a tow truck company right there that we used to come in at night with the auto transporter. Had the code to the gate, go in, drop cars, pick up cars, and haul ass before anybody even knew you were on Long Island. It was a sweet gig.
You got to get in and out real quick.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And
Well,
especially
that's-
going through the fucking the bridges.
Well, see, that was the trip that I would make in 4 days. I would leave here, go from here to Miami, from Miami to Long Beach, drop off, pick up, then back down to Florida, and drop off in Miami, back to my house in 4 days.
Get done in 72 hours.
No sleep.
96 hours.
No sleep whatsoever. Johnny, he'll tell you, man. There was a few times I call him up.
Okay, I'm leaving the house. I'll see you in 12 hours.
You ain't going to be here no 12 hours.
Betcha.
Show up at his house, maybe 14 hours.
Pulled over for gas. Sorry. I'm late.
I'm 2 hours late, but I made it here under 18.
Had to pull over, shit, shower, and shave.
Yeah.
Still beat your time.
Leaving Miami, right?
Yeah.
Leaving Miami, getting up. If you,
Which is 4 hours south of here.
Yeah, 4 hours south, which at that point it's 8-10 hours getting out of Florida itself.
I'd say 8-9 hours in a big truck, yeah.
If you were doing...
If you do it legally.
Yeah, legally the speed limit, yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, just legally, I mean by the logbook.
Oh, by the logbook.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never done it legally by the logbook. I used to wait till I got back to the yard and then do my logs. My boss would get so fucking pissed at me. His wife would be flipping out because she's the one that's got to turn in all the logbooks and deal with. She was the safety manager. Yeah. So I would wait. I would drive haul ass all the way up there and then just map it out. Okay, I stopped here. I stopped here. Oh, it's break time. Let's see, where am I going to stop? I stopped
too
here.
much time to take out the book every time
No,
you
it
stop.
doesn't. You stop, you do your logbook, and you go to sleep. It doesn't take any time, but I didn't.
You're a pain in the ass doing that.
Well, yeah, because you can't make any fucking money.
Go.
Yeah, I got paid by like a salary, what's considered. Believe we only got a half hour left, bro.
Huh? This went really quick.
Yeah. I would get paid X amount of dollars, and I'll be honest with you, it was quite exuberant. It was $1,800 to go to New York and back, which is a damn nice deal, and that's why I made sure it only took me 4 fucking days. Because if you think about it, my time is worth now a lot of money because it's not like a regular job where you get up in the morning, you go to work, you come home at night, and you sleep in bed, you kiss your kids, and you put them in bed.
40 hours a fucking week.
Right.
It's
You
all in one shot.
You're giving up
3
a
days.
lot.
Yeah.
All right. You're leaving your family. You're putting your life in danger. Because, I mean, that is one of the most deadliest occupations there is truck driving. Not because, the fatality rate of truck drivers is, up there because of accidents.
You saying the robbery rate?
Well, no, but drivers freezing to death. The statistics of that are a fucking real high number. Drivers having heart attacks out there, overdoses. I can't tell you how many times I've driven by a truck stop and a week later driven by it again, and the same truck's still sitting there, and then you hear about it in the newspaper that the body was found dead in the damn thing.
Wow!
Because the guy went to sleep and died
In the cab.
in the sleeper.
In the sleeper in the
Yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah. You wonder about that shit sometimes. You see a truck parked for long enough, and I mean, there's no idling on Long Island. You know that. You can't idle your truck anywhere in New York State. So what do you do when it's 4 degrees below zero and you got to go to sleep at
You
night?
gotta turn the fucking car off.
Right.
Or
So
have-
then it
have
turns into a
plug-in
fucking
inverter.
meat locker into that truck because the cab is aluminum.
You could have an inverter.
You
to-
have one of the small little pony generators. No idling laws there again. After a certain amount of time, it's a noise ordinance. You have to turn that thing off. So I don't know what.
How do you get paid?
I fucking ran it. I idled. Write me the fucking ticket.
That's what I would do.
I'll see you in court.
I got a fucking.
It's 12 degrees out, dude.
Yeah, I'm freezing.
Fuck
right
you,
now.
my heat's on. I had a heater hose blow in northern Pennsylvania, all right? And it was 3 degrees below zero with the wind chill. So it was probably maybe 6 degrees. Yeah. All right? Fucking cold. When you're a fucking Florida, or Floridian, as long as I have been here, all right, and you're up in that shit, it's cold. So what happens? Radiator hose breaks. Truck. Water drains out. There's a sensor. Water gets so low, truck shut down. It's a safety measure so the truck doesn't overheat. What happens when the heat goes off and the truck shuts down? Now the motherfucking truck turns into a freezer.
Icebox.
And I mean, literally,
Icebox.
I have never, ever, ever been so cold in my life. In my life.
You don't like the cold from the beginning.
No, I don't.
You don't like the
Never
cold at
did.
all.
Even when I lived in New York, I didn't like the cold. Yes. Oh, God. I'll never forget that night, man. We had... I couldn't even talk. I was shivering that hard. When the mechanic finally got to the truck, he fired up the truck, and we're like, oh, bring the heat. Oh, warm up.
Fucking warm up. quick.
All of a sudden, I look, and I see fucking water shooting out. Truck shuts down again. I'm like, oh, my God, man. I'm like, dude, can we go sit in your fucking truck for a few minutes, bro? He's like, oh, my God, guys, I didn't even think about that. Yes, you're probably fucking freezing to death.
Fucking ice cubes. I'm sitting here freezing my balls off, and you got a truck warming over there.
He brought us into his truck. We went in the back, sat on, in the sleeper in the tow truck, which he didn't sleep in. And he fucking blared the heat, man. We got back in the truck, and it was literally, because I have one of those little shit thermometers you can buy. It was fucking like 4 degrees in the cab of that truck. 25 minutes of him working on the truck, an hour of us sitting there waiting for him. I thought I was going to freeze to death that night.
Fucking 30 degrees below freezing.
Holy shit, man. Forget it. When we got out of the truck to fucking pop the hood and figure out what was wrong, I jumped out, hit the ground, turned around, popped the fucking hood, jumped right back in the truck. I was like, holy motherfucker.
Figuring out what the problem was.
Wow.
Figuring out what the problem was in 2-degree weather.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck that. The furthest north I've ever been was like 6 miles from the Canadian border up in Vermont. And I remember walking across the truck stop with wet hair. got to my truck. My head was frozen solid.
After showering?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, I was, it was a short walk. It wasn't far. It was maybe from here to the house across the street.
You just got out of a hot shower.
Holy
your pores
shit.
are wide open. Your hair is wet.
I look over and like 2 trucks next to me. I look down, and on the side of the truck, the guy's from Clearwater, Florida. So I grab my CB, and he's sitting there right in the cab. I'm like, "Yeah, I bet you you'd rather be down in Clearwater right now." And he's like, "Oh, you have no idea." I'm like, "Bro, look, I'm from Clearwater too. That's where we're at. I'm born and raised in Long Island." I said, "But I've been living in the freaking warm weather for years." I said, "This shit's killing me." Wow, dude. 6 miles from the Canadian border. And it was just like, the weather was just changing to where it's getting cold. So I can imagine if it was the dead of winter.
January.
I wouldn't have got out. I wouldn't have got out of the truck.
Forget about it.
Or like, see with the fucking, with axe.
Yeah, right. Enough said. Enough said. It's 10:38. We got about 22 minutes or so, 24 minutes or so left of the show. Thanks, Solomon, for joining the show again. John, appreciate you being here and listening. Everybody else that's out there listening, and those of you that hear us on the replay, we go live at 8 o'clock in the morning. We're live till 11 o'clock in the morning for Talk Shit. But then Talk Shit Radio Network stays on for the rest of the day. Coming up next is going to be Timmy with a little bit of the block party. Going to play about an hour's worth of some tunes, and then he's going to bring you some news and headlines. I know we went over on a lot of the news, but
there's still shit to talk
well,
about.
yeah, you get a little more in depth in things. We kind of like, just like skate across the surface there.
Well, I like to talk about the douchebags who do wrong in the world, especially in the headlines.
Right. Well, and that's what Talk Shit Radio Network News is all about. That 1 o'clock hour is more localized, a little bit of traffic, weather, shit like that. Yeah. I am going to start another news program before Talk Shit for the morning traffic and the morning rush hour. Your eyes just opened up. Are you on Chat's Debate?
No, not on Chat's Debate.
I was going to say she must be doing something wicked.
No, I'm not on that yet.
He says, not yet.
No, not
I
yet.
will be. Don't
No,
you
not
worry.
yet.
Don't you? You can't. I blocked it.
Yeah, right, you did.
I can.
Yeah, I bet you can.
I can block out websites and shit like that. But no, I can't block that one because when I get who's in here, I broadcast that on that one.
You need that up.
Yes.
I need to sign in.
Cash cow.
Cash cow.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Sex sells. I don't give a shit who you are and what you say. Sex sells. You want to make a lot of money in the broadcasting industry and anything like that?
That's where you should start.
Buddy, sex sells. What the fuck is this? Sorry to see you go. I got some fucking weird shit popping up.
That's all the cookies.
No, it's, I don't know, uninstalled a program earlier. And it popped up Internet Explorer and saying, "Oh, I'm sorry to see you go." And then Internet Explorer wants me to make it my default browser, and I hate Internet Explorer. Virus fucking city.
Internet Explorer also.
Yep.
It sucks.
You use Google Chrome and Avast.
Chrome.
Yeah, I use Google Chrome combined with Avast free virus protection. If you pay for the paid one, then you got some really good shit. I use CCleaner and I use malware, anti-malware bytes. And I'll tell you what, Yvonne's computer, do you remember how bad that thing was? That thing, you couldn't even fire it up. I'll put it to you this way. I pulled out 158 Trojans and viruses out of that computer with just those 3 or 4 programs I use. And she'll tell you, if she was here to tell you, that the thing runs like an animal now.
She'd tell you if she was here to tell you.
If she was here.
Which I am going to contact her later and see if we can't get her to finish the bounty hunt, because I do need her for that at least. That shouldn't be too much stress on her, you know what I mean?
No, it shouldn't.
Yeah. She should be able to just handle that. It's a couple hours of shooting, you know what I mean, once, twice a week. Anyway, moving on.
In Pensacola, Florida, execution is set for convicted man in 1993, rape and murder. After more than 20 years, 3 trials, and numerous appeals, Tom McAdams of Pensacola plans to witness the execution of a man convicted of killing his brother. John Shane Carmodary is scheduled to die Thursday at Florida State Prison for the 1993 home invasion murder of Gary McAdams. 2 other men are serving life sentences for their roles in 1993 home invasion that led to McAdams' death. McAdams' wife raped by the man who barged into the couple's home after staking out the neighborhood for a place to rob. She also plans to witness the scheduled execution.
Good. Hell yeah. Let that motherfucker know that I'm here, too. I'm watching you die, bastard.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. I'd be in the audience also.
Cheer when he dies, too. Yeah! Give him the old stadium crowd.
Governor Rick Scott issued the death warrant in late November. And
that's one document I'd never want to sign, bro.
He would be the 21st prisoner execution since Scott took office in 2011.
21 people since 2011.
Rick Scott has been in office. So he's fucking issuing those warrants left and right for deaths.
Yep. But in that case, I think it's justified.
Oh, I think it's justified as well. There's no reason why they shouldn't execute this man. But they should have executed him 20 years ago. Long time ago. Why keep him?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, appeals have to go through. The trials have to get complete, but...
Long ago. I agree with you 100%.
I think they should have killed him 10, 15 years ago.
Yep. Just think of, and we talk about it all the time, that the cost to us, the taxpayers.
You know what would be great is videotaping the execution.
That would be pretty cool.
I mean, and it was broadcasted for the state.
But is it lethal injection?
I guess you have a choice. I think it's either hanging or firing squad or lethal injection. One of those three, you get a choice of two.
Gotcha.
I don't think they hang anymore. I wouldn't want a lethal injection because that's how they put out dogs.
What, euthanizing dogs?
Yeah.
I thought they gassed them.
No, lethal injection.
Or is that the cats?
I don't know if they use gassing anymore. I know they use lethal injection for euthanizing dogs or pets or animals. Or
I've seen a few videos of just like those big gas chambers filled with cats, and you know me with cats, bro. I can't see that shit. Yeah.
Can't deal with that.
Forcing chemo on a 17-year-old girl is deadly, research reveals. Jackie Fortin.
She doesn't want the chemo?
A 17-year-old girl is being forced to receive chemotherapy that is guaranteed to cause her premature death.
Wow.
Wow.
She's being forced to do this.
Yeah.
And she's going to die.
This is posted by a good friend of mine, Steve Janowitz. He's a major cannabis activist.
Mm-hmm. Where is this? Where's she?
Trying to see
she
where
located? What state?
She's got Hodgkin's lymphoma, cancer, Connecticut hospital.
Wow.
They're forcing her to undergo the treatment against her will and the will of her mother and her legal guardian who supported her decision. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, why are they forcing them?
Would not happen.
Leave the state.
Would not happen. No. No, I'm not leaving.
I think if they're going to force me to fucking do chemo, that's going to evidently kill me.
You're not going to force me. Listen, that's one thing. And I'm sure every parent will tell you this. Not every parent will admit it. I'll kill somebody over my kids. And it is not temporary insanity. It would have been.
I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing.
Correct.
If you're gonna fucking.
At this point, it's called premeditated murder because I've within that millisecond, I've contemplated it and said, "Yep, you're dying." Excuse me.
All in a half a second.
Yes.
Less.
Yes, absolutely. You're gonna force? No.
My child.
Especially Connecticut is a cannabis legal state where I can seek alternative medicine. No, somebody going to get hurt bad.
I don't understand.
I'd leave, but not the state. I'd leave the hospital. I'd be like, I don't think so. See you later, guys. Bye. Yeah, have fun.
Right.
You going to stop me? Oh, fat security guard right here is going to try and stop me?
We'll see.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Oh, you're going to call the police? Good. It's going to take them 3 to 5 minutes to get here, so have fun with that.
I'll be already gone.
Right, exactly.
Full copy.
You want my address? Here it is. Tell them to come see me at home, because then they're really in trouble if you're going to come take my kid from my house now for some bullshit like that. Yeah, we're making national headlines on this one. Yep, standoff. Oh, yeah. Yeah, not happening. Oh, man.
There was a man in Iowa, Davenport, Iowa, who fought to use marijuana oil in rare cancer, dies. An Eastern Iowa man who was convicted last year of growing marijuana that he used to treat his rare form of cancer has died.
Yeah.
Brenton McKenzie, 49 years old, died Monday in his home in Long Grove.
He died because he couldn't use cannabis?
Because he couldn't, he had been growing cannabis to create cannabis oil that he consumed and applied to tumors caused by, I cannot pronounce this word, a rare cancer of blood vessels that he was diagnosed 7 years ago. So he finally died from this cancer, I guess. Mackenzie self.
There's just another example. He would have still been alive.
Mackenzie said his self-treatment from the oils prolonged his life,
Mm-hmm.
made some of the skin lacerations disappear. Little research has been conducted in the effect of cannabis oil on the form of this form of cancer.
It's crazy,
So
dude.
Doctors don't discredit Mackenzie's claims.
They don't discredit it.
They don't
right.
discredit, of course,
they
because
can't
it's fucking-
now.
It's working.
Right,
It's
right.
worked. But Iowa only allows medical marijuana to be used to treat intractable epilepsy.
What? That is stupid.
Meaning,
Where is this? Iowa?
Iowa.
Fucking idiots.
But Iowa only allows medical marijuana to be used to treat intractable epilepsy, meaning further research of the drug's benefits to obstruct in the state. He didn't ask for this fight. It came to him, his wife said. Loretta and Brenton was charged with conspiracy to grow marijuana after June 2013 raid of their home, in which the authorities found 71 marijuana plants, growing equipment, drug paraphernalia. Their son, Cody, was charged with the conviction of drug possession when they found a small amount of marijuana in his room. Brenton was sentenced last September to 3 years probation. Also, his wife and son were...
And because he was denied access to cannabis.
to cannabis, he died. Yes. That's exactly
ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous.
Unreal. They should have just let him
That's
fucking
our
be.
government for you.
They should have just let him fucking be. Let him do his own little thing.
It's almost the same fight I'm fighting, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Because without it, Michelle's slowly dying here day by day. She's getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
There was no reason to fucking raid this man. I mean, I don't think he was producing it for gain of funds, for profit.
And you know what really pisses me off, bro, is you got people that go out there and start these GoFundMe pages for fucking vacations or to go to fucking, so they can get married, Michelle and I started one because we needed help with our bills because she's sick. We're limited income and don't make a dime on the radio station yet. Hopefully someday we will, you know what I mean? Things are slowly progressing, hopefully when these jobs come through will be good. But I mean, it just disgusted me because here's a perfect example of a man, they could have started a GoFundMe page to move this man to a state where he can get the cannabis legally,
He after being sentenced to probation, he was warned about staying drug reminded of his life marijuana free to meet terms of his probation, avoid being sent to prison.
Yeah.
Now, if he was still using, I mean, because he stopped using after he was sentenced in September, and that was only 5 months ago.
Yeah.
And look at how he passed.
Look at how quick.
Look how quick he died.
So what does that say right there? You know what I mean?
died.
Yeah. That's craziness, bro. Craziness. We got about 8 minutes. In all actuality, I'm going to stop her about 2-3 minutes early, just so we have enough time to be on schedule for the 11 o'clock hour of the block party, Tim Seppi style.
The block party.
It's Tim Seppi style today, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all you.
Yeah, no more Hawk Express anymore.
No more Hook Express. Yeah.
Call it the Bald Express.
The Bald Bean
No,
Express?
don't do it.
Don't do it?
Don't do it.
I can change it.
No. No, it's all right. Leave it. Leave it.
What, Rick, you run out of here?
I think
I turned around. He was gone. Yeah, so good show today. There's only one other thing that I had to talk about today, and it was how to protect the Pope in the Philippines. Okay, here's how. A new Pope mobile, tons of security, and adult diapers. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So I'll read it again because I had to read it. When I first read it, I had to do it again. How to protect the Pope in the Philippines. A new Pope mobile, tons of security, and adult diapers.
Really? That's how you're going to protect the Pope?
I'm assuming.
With diapers?
I'm assuming he's going to be stuck in the Pope mobile for a while. So he's going to need the diapers because there's been, in the Philippines, there's been a few sniper incidents.
Oh, jeez.
With, yeah, so. Authorities expect 6 million Filipinos to gather to see the Pope. They'll order 2,000 traffic enforcers. I mean, it's just a big fucking deal. You know what I mean? The Pope is bigger than the president. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
He's big time. So,
and he stays the Pope until he dies, right?
Right, yeah. Now, in a country engaged in a bitter war with Islamic separatists, the Filipino government is pulling out all the stops to prevent a third papal assassination plot. To stop and prevent a third papal, P-A-P-A-L, assassination plot. All right, maybe
I got an idea how to save the Pope.
Don't go there.
Don't fucking bring him to the fucking Philippines.
Stay out of the Philippines.
What are you doing in the Philippines? You wouldn't have to be wearing diapers.
Exactly.
Stay in the Vatican.
Yeah, enough said, dude. If my security force said, okay, listen, we'll get you a new Pope mobile. We're going to have tons of fucking security there. There's going to be hundreds and thousands of security officers there. But you got to wear diapers. I'd be like, fuck you, dude. What are you, crazy? Pope or not? Fuck you. I'm not wearing diapers unless I absolutely have to. If I can't... If I'm incognizant or whatever the fuck that word is, inconstant or whatever it is that I can't hold my shit, my piss, then I'll wear diapers. I'm not wearing fucking diapers because I have to.
To be in a fucking country that hates me.
No, thank you. We're staying here. You guys go. I'll be here. You heard of Skype?
Yeah, right.
Set up a big fucking screen in the square.
Yeah, exactly.
Call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? You guys want to fuck around?
Broadcast me. I'll do my little spiel and everything like that. But I'm not going to that country.
Vatican's got their own fucking broadcasting network. You know what
fuck?
I'm saying? Holy shit, dude. No, I'm sorry.
That's
the kind of Pope I'd be. I'd be like,
I think they need a new Pope. That's why they're bringing him to this fucking country.
Yeah, they don't like his ideas and his ideals. That's why they're bringing him over there.
Hey, we go see Bin Laden. We take you over there to go see Mr. North Korean.
Well, the Islamic guy, didn't like us. So.
Yeah, you're going to take a Catholic over to an Islamic state.
Not going to be good.
Yeah, even Kim Jong-un is sitting over there in Korea going, stupid Americans.
Wear diapers. I would never do that stupid shit. I don't care.
A bunch of fucking retards.
I know, right, them diapers. Even my dad said, you never go to country where you have to wear a diaper.
Didn't they just appoint this Pope a couple of years ago?
Yeah, he's not.
After John died?
Yeah. He's been walking around, bro. Just gets out of the car and walks. I'm good. See you later.
Nah, I'm good. I'll take a shit in this fucking
Oh, my
over
God,
here.
bro.
In this shanty right here. I'm going to go knock
Pope
on the
security
door.
force, they're flipping the fuck out. They don't know what to do. Holy shit, he just got out. What do we do? Fuck. Follow him, quick.
Yeah, let's cover him.
Right? Dude pulls out a fucking Pop-Tart. And they tackle him. And a kid that had the Pop-Tart that he chewed into the shape of a gun. Fucking stupid.
It was just a chocolate Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
It looked like a gun.
It was a chocolate retard holding a strawberry Pop-Tart. Anyway, Talk Shit Radio, everyone. I'm going to end it here. We got about 3 minutes left. That'll give me enough time to get Timmy all set up to get the block party rolling for you.
Join me. Block party's next.
Yep. Block party's next. Timmy style, though. So, yep. Whatever he's going to play, he's going to play.
John, you'll love it. Stick tuned.
Stick to it, Johnny. You'll love it.
Stay tuned, John. You'll love it.
Everyone, I really appreciate everyone sticking with us. It's Talk Shit Radio Network. The show is called Talk Shit, as you all know. We are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we're actually going to kick that down a little. It's a little rough with two of us, so we might go to about 15, 16, maybe 18 hours a day. So we'll see. But you can check us out on Facebook.com/Talk Shit Radio. Or you can go to facebook.com/Talk Shit TV Show. Or you can go to
Facebook.com/TalkShitRadio Network.
I said that already. You're supposed to say the website. Pay attention.
Oh, TalkShitRadioNetwork.com.
Correct.
Or Spreaker.
/Talk Shit TV or Talk Shit Radio. Talk Shit TV. Sorry.
TV.
Yes, because it was all TV when I.
Jeez.
John says, "Jeez, shut the hell up, John."
John, you chimed in a little earlier saying, "What the fuck? No chatters." Solomon started chatting.
Yeah, and all of a sudden he stopped,
you
right?
Just stopped.
All right, guys. Talk Shit Radio Network. You're listening to Talk Shit. We're out. Timmy's up next. Peace.
Stay tuned.